Selcho. Trying to push it. It's a block from Selcho. Josh Ewert back to serve for UC San Diego. Or not. Sebastiano Sani back to serve for the Tritons. Sani looks over from right in the middle of the service line. Bangs it across. Pass. Ross Trotter and McRae are shooting the shit. Serve from Garrison. Cook has the dig on the right side. Chandler gets Ruth. Selcho, Garrison. Lures. Boyle. Lures. Set goes to Garrison. Serve comes across. So pass from Sonny across the net and out of bounds. Free ball. Boyle. Set goes over to prevent that Calif. Serve across. Pass from Boyle. Lures there. D-set goes over to the right side. Ewert has the kill. Ewert, Lures, Boyle, Sonny, Selcho, Garrison, prevent Boyle, Ewert, Cook. This from Cook. Boyle tackles off a block. Sonny gets it out. Lures gets over to set Prevetnikov at the left pin. Selcho serving for UC San Diego. Selcho hits across. One arm pass goes under the net. Free ball goes over. Whirls. Sets up for the height. Pass for Boyle. Lures. Nice. Nifty set. Selcho. Goes across. Boyle up to the Lures. He sets up a combo set. And Sani gets one. Serve across, received by Prevetnikov, but the pass goes right over the net. A chance for the beach. Chandler, right side, gets dug out by Ewert, but then Boyle can't get there. Serve from Hillis. Pass from Larson up to Doty. He goes over to Varga. Left side, power angle shots down. Serve from Morecourt. It's a floater dug out by Larson. D-set goes over to Hrstanovic. He's cross-court and down. Free ball from Peluso. Varga there for the dig. Quick set to the middle, and Jackson Chris slams it down. Peluso, free ball. Dig in the back row. Doty goes to Varga. He hits line, but missed it by a bit. Peluso into the net. Ryan Peluso serving for Long Beach State. He hits on a cross. Pass from Varga in the back row. Doty gets there. Goes quick to Braun in the middle, and Ben Braun brings the hammer down. Isaiah Pruitt, float serve, received by Larson. Doty goes over to Varga, coming down the dig. In across, Larson, good pass up to Doty. Goes left side, Kondev swinging, and he gets roofed. Braden Marcourt with a huge block above the net. Pass from Hrstanovic. Doty right there. Goes over to the left side. Kondev trying again, and this time he has it. Island Doty back to serve for Long Beach State. Backup setter thrusted into the limelight these two games. Starred last night. Doty serves across. Pass from Hillis a little offline. Jordan steps in. Put it over to Bloom on the right side, and he hits into the net. Tough attack there off bad serve receive. Close serve from Ben Braun. Pass by Estes right over the net. Bargaining to get off the ground, but it's dug out. Bloom sets over to Jordan. Off a tip, it's out of bounds. Free ball from the beach. Pruitt overhead pass. Peluso right there. Goes over to Bloom. Right side, it's down. Free ball from Kellen Larson. Estes pass right up to Peluso. One-handed set, but it's a little short for Pruitt. He gets into the net. Jackson Christ back to serve for Long Beach State. True freshman, second generation Long Beach State men's volleyball player. Neon yellow A6. Gives a flip in the air, tongue dangling, hits a cross, and that'll be an ace. Miles Jordan can't handle it in the back row. Welcome to the LBS Financial Credit Union Pyramid as number 3 ranked Long Beach State men's volleyball looks to sweep UC San Diego. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. It was a hard-fought 4-set victory for Long Beach State in La Jolla last night. This Beach roster is banged up and their depth was forced into the spotlight. Setter Island Doty and opposite pairing Daniil Hershinovic and Connor Bloom have all had sporadic playing time this year but shined in San Diego.
Well, Bruce, the truth is they had to. Last night may have only gone 4 sets, but it felt like 6, and every single point took a toll. All things considered, Long Beach State left La Jolla even more banged up than when they stepped off the bus. Who's available is going to be a story throughout tonight and a challenge for both teams to navigate after a 4-set slugfest less than 24 hours ago.
The win last night took the Beach above 500 at 3-2 in Big West Conference play. The Tritons fell down to 2-4 with their 3rd straight defeat, and it's a tall order for Brad Rostratter's unit to break that streak on the road after a loss yesterday that was tough both mentally and physically.
Brad Rostratter and his guys are masters of the halftime response, though, and in his post-game interview last night, he said there's a few things that they can point to for tonight's focus. 1, clean up serve receive. 2, figure out who's going to be on the floor for Long Beach and game plan for those individuals. And 3, put in more work for more efficient first ball contact. We saw a lot of scrambles last night from UC San Diego, and they excelled. But with those tired legs, they're going to need to clean up every single facet of their game to give themselves a shot at an upset here in the Pyramid.
Long Beach back on their home Terraflex and in their home white uniforms. Kellen Larson, the starting libero, in all black, taking through the rest of the starters for Long Beach State. Jackson Christ and Ben Braun back as the middle blocker duo. Skylar Varga and Alex Kondev at the outside hitter positions. Island Doty back at setter, and then Daniil Hershinovic is back in there tonight at opposite. Was fantastic last night, 16 kills with 0 errors before he had to leave with a calf injury. For UC San Diego, they've got Evan Boyle and Keegan Cook back as the 2 libero pairing. Leo Provednikov and Sebastiano Sani, the 2 outside hitters. John Lewers is the starting setter. He performed yesterday fantastic as well down in La Jolla. Josh Ewert also had a great game at opposite. He's back in there. Jim Garrison, the starting middle blocker, alongside Peter Selcho.
Big story tonight for Long Beach State. Once again, the man setting the ball, Island Doty, making back-to-back starts in conference play for the first time in his Long Beach State career. Got better as the game went on last night. Long Beach State finished set 4, hitting .474. He's hoping to carry that momentum now into set 1 here on his home Terraflex.
UC San Diego in their all navy blue uniforms. Their libero Evan Boyle in all white. It's Leo Provednikov, the native of Long Beach, back behind the service line for UC San Diego. He serves across and we're underway. Pass from Kellen Larson. Doty sits over to Varga on the right side. High off the blockers and out of bounds. Whistle blows, and it's a point for Skylar Varga.
Skylar Varga last night had his share of struggles, 8 kills on 31 swings, 6 errors on that line as well, meaning he hit below 100. A rare off night for Skylar Varga, but he still found a way to get the job done in the big moments.
It's Varga going back to serve now with the Beach ahead 1-0. 4-set win last night in La Jolla. Varga serves across, pass a little bit errant from Sani, the Long Beach transfer. Set goes to Ewert. He goes cross court. What a dig from Island Doty. Set from Larson. Kondev tries to wipe a triple block. It's still in the air. Now up above the net again, and the joust is won by Sebastiano Sani against the middle blocker, Ben Braun. Sani elevates and puts it down.
Tonight marks a homecoming for Sebastiano Sani. Spent last season with Long Beach State and the season before that with a big scream as he gets his first kill right up and under Big Ben Braun.
Jim Garrison, the redshirt senior middle blocker, serves for the Tritons. Pass from Larson. Doty gets there. D-set goes over towards Hershinovic, but it's across the net and out of bounds. An errant set that time from Doty puts UCSD ahead 2-1.
And these are kind of the errors early that UC San Diego will want to capitalize on. Island Doty certainly capable of making that play. Just misses it by a foot or two, and that's way too big of a margin for error.
Garrison serves again. Kondev, an errant pass. Doty, long way to go. He goes for another D-set. Hershinovic roll shot. Easy dig in the back row by Provednikov. And then a touch across the net. Dig by Larson. Set from Kondev. Hershinovic swings off the blockers and out of bounds. Out of system volleyball, but Long Beach makes it work and ties it up at 2 apiece.
Not only did Daniil Hershinovic have 16 kills before being forced off the floor with cramps last night, he did it on 25 errorless swings. It's clear that the Long Beach State game plan is to turn to him again here early. What a back set from Alex Kondev to set that point up.
Ben Braun float serve, going to the ground. Sani keeps it up, but the pass is right into the net, and UC San Diego can't get there. See if it's called an ace for Ben Braun. They were scrambling on that side of the net. Either way, Beach ahead 3-2.
And something to note in serve receive tonight for UC San Diego. Last night it was Evan Boyle who took the lion's share of serve receive. Sani the second most. It's clear Beach are targeting him here early.
Right side, Ewert swinging off the blockers and out of bounds. So UC San Diego gets the point back. It was an ace for Ben Braun. So we're tied 3-3. Triton's going back to serve.
That's a rare ace for Ben Braun, someone who float serves the ball across the net almost every single time. Both teams shaking out these early set jitters here in set one.
John Luers serving for UC San Diego. Transfer from Lincoln Memorial. Played fantastic. 42 assists yesterday. Then he serves this one out of bounds. It's 4-3 Long Beach State.
Last night, Long Beach State won the service error battle, 22 for UC San Diego, only 18 for Long Beach State. It was keeping the ball in play that kept Long Beach State in sets all night long last night in La Jolla.
Daniil Hershinovich serving now. There's a spin out in front and hits it across. Pass from Boyles, he went to the ground. Set goes over to the left side. Swinging, Ewert has the kill. Showed off the athleticism yesterday. Only stands 6'4", but gets way above the net and picks up another one there.
Having Josh Ewert in the lineup is such a boost for this UC San Diego team. In his 4th year with the program, his athleticism is really what jumps off the page and really jumps off the Terraflex now here in the pyramid as he's looking to establish himself early in set one.
Here's Seba Sani. The Long Beach State transfer, was here for 2 years. His first service out of bounds. Saw a lot of passion from Sani yesterday. Clearly took that game extra seriously against his former program, and at times it looked like he was pressing to a point of dragging himself down.
Yeah, 14 kills, 11 errors, 42 swings. That is a crazy stat line for anybody at the Division I level.
Alex Kondev serving now. High toss, he hits it over, but it's kept up in the back row. Set to the right side. Ewert again, and he hits in bounds. It just did find the line, and Kellen Larson agrees, so no challenge coming from Long Beach State. It's 5-5.
So their fastball from Ewert. And we're tied at 5. 3rd kill already on 4 errorless swings for the redshirt junior out of Moraga, California.
Peter Selcho serving for the first time. 6'5" middle blocker. Going to Varga. Good pass here. Doty goes right back to Varga. Hitting power angle, and it's down. Skylar Varga right in rhythm with his setter, and that's easy right there for the Beach.
A monster mash for the Munster, Canada native. Right above the double block and down. And back and forth we go early in set one.
Jackson Christ serving. True freshman middle blocker for Long Beach State. 6-5 Beach in set one. Christ gets this one over. Pass from Provednikov. Set goes right back to him on a line. He pushes over with the offhand. It's still up. Varga pushes towards Hershinovich in a hybrid overpass free ball. Boyle sets it up for Provednikov. Left side, triple block there. It goes off him and out of bounds. It's a kill for Leo Provednikov, his first of the night.
You're watching the communication now with both teams on the floor. UC San Diego took the ball off of Luers twice in that rally, forced into an out-of-system attack that thankfully goes off the 6 hands across the net for the Beach, but both teams focusing on that first ball contact after so many scrambles last night. You can tell that communication is going to be key as we move here through set one.
Josh Ewert hits it hard. This time it's into the net, though. He's a guy to watch throughout this game. It's 7-6 Long Beach State now, though, and Island Doty will go back to serve.
Now, we've seen plenty of errors, but none of them have been in the attack. Both teams still hitting over 600, 13 points into set one.
Long Beach hit 310 last night. UC San Diego down at 260. Island Doty serving. He gets across and in bounds. It just did find the line as Provednikov let it go. Island Doty has an ace in set one.
And the first ace of his senior season. Island Doty dialing up a line. Shot right off his pinky finger. And that just catches the tape.
Brad Rostratter walked out from the bench to make sure, but no challenge coming from the Tritons. 8-6 Long Beach State. Doty serves again. This one's passed by Sani. Set goes to Garrison in the middle. Off a tip, it's dug out right back over the net. And Garrison, the second time around, has the kill. The pass from Kondev got blocked before getting to him, so it's a tough dig, but floated back over the net right into Garrison's swinging arm.
Garrison, the tallest man on this UC San Diego roster at 6'9", not the guy you want lurking at the net on an overpass.
Leo Provednikov serving for the Tritons. Woodrow Wilson High School graduate. Pass from Kellen Larson. Doty quick to the middle, and Ben Braun missed the back line. Just a little bit strong from the senior for the Beach.
It was a rare night last night where Ben Braun wasn't at his efficient best. 3 kills, 2 errors on 10 swings, hit just 100. This is a middle blocker who's hitting over 500 on the season.
Provednikov to serve again. 8-8 in set one. It's a low but popped up by Larson. Doughty goes for Hershinovic from the left side this time. Power angle dug out by Sani. Set goes back to him. Tipped across, dug by Doughty. Larson steps in. Bump set, goes to Hershinovic again. 3 blockers there, but he puts it right over him and down. A changeup thrown over the net by Daniil Hershinovic. Took a little off right when he needed to, and the Beach are ahead by 1.
And you talk about the heart that Sebastiano Sani plays with. He makes the dig and then screams, here, asking for the set right back. Wasn't the best one, and the Beach are able to recycle. Get it to Daniil Hershinovic. How crafty is that swing above a big triple block?
Skylar Varga serves into the net. It's 9-9, all tied again. Jim Garrison back to serve for the Tritons. UC San Diego 11-10 overall this year. Long Beach 17-4. 6'9" Garrison gets it over. Pass from Varga. Doughty, D-set, goes to Hershinovic. He goes off the blockers and out of bounds. Hershinovic has been the favorite target for Island Doughty so far this weekend, and it works again.
Hershinovic 3 kills on 5 swings. He's hitting .600 to start off set 1. And Island Doughty missed the first set over to Hershinovic, and he has been dialed in since then.
Ben Braun serves now. Has 1 ace earlier. Sebasani controls this one. Set goes to Selcher in the middle, off a touch. It's dug out. Hershinovic, right side, tries to tool the block, and he did. It was right off Sebasani into the antenna. Sani wants a challenge, though.
Sani saying that Hershinovic touched it last before it went to the antenna.
Hershinovic just went up with 2 hands, trying to push the ball right off the block and into the pin. Sani emphatically telling his head coach that it went off of Hershinovic last.
Brad Rostrader kept the challenges in his pocket early on last night, only issuing 2. He lost 1 in set 3, won 1 in set 4. A long conversation now with the down judge.
And now finally the challenge will be officially issued. 3 challenges for both teams. If you win it, you keep it. And if we go to a 5th set, neither team has less than 3, they get 1 refunded.
And for UC San Diego, it was the first set last night that really set the tone. They came out hot. They hit 435. They put Long Beach on their heels early, and were able to take the first set off of Long Beach State under Brad Rostrader, now in his 4th season. Before last night, Rostrader was 0 for 7 against Long Beach State, 21 straight sets lost. That all changed in set 1. And UC San Diego were able to battle. They did not pull it out in 4, but Rostrader was plenty pleased with what he saw from his guys last night.
Through much of those first 2 sets, it was the Tritons that were absolutely in the lead, and Long Beach on their heels trying to fight back. The real turning point, the Tritons through the beginning of the match were blocking really well above the net and were getting Long Beach out of system with their serve. The Tritons, as the match went on, the service pressure kind of faded a little bit. They started serving into the net a little bit more and getting more cautious and conservative on their serves. Long Beach was able to get their offense in rhythm, and also the block for Long Beach State really came alive, especially from Jackson Christ.
The service battle tonight as well is going to be a fascinating one. Rostrader knows that Long Beach State are still the best serving team in the nation in terms of aces per set and in terms of the pressure they put on. He told his team last night to dial some pressure of their own, let the errors be damned, and it worked for the Tritons. Watch for this set as it rolls on and how both teams continue to try and be aggressive and force each other out of system.
So the call is in, and it's staying with Long Beach State. So an unsuccessful challenge from UC San Diego. They're down to 2. Only 20 points in, 11-9 Long Beach State in set 1. Ben Braun will serve again. 3rd year with Long Beach State. Float serve is across. Provednikov pass. Back set goes over to Ewert on the right side. Off a tip, Varga throws his hands up and keeps it alive. Bump set goes over to Hershinovic. He has to free ball it over. First pass from Ewert. Lewers goes over to the left side. Sani swings, and he's got the kill. Was right in line with Ben Braun, and the 6'11" middle blocker couldn't dig it.
Second kill already for Sebastiano Sani. You already start to see some of that same fire from last night. Still rocking that right knee pad that shows still a little bit of blood from where he was banged up last night.
It was the left knee that he had it on yesterday that was bleeding through the whole time. Now he's got that pad on the right. Serve here from Lewers is going to go for an ace.
Wow.
Hit hard on the top of the net and barely trickled over. No real chance for Long Beach State to get to that one. So right place, right time with the ball for Lewers, and we're tied at 11.
Those are so tough, and Jackson Chris might have been staring at that knee pad, lined up in the front row, just a few feet away from Sebasani.
Lewers to serve again. Redshirt senior, first year with the Tritons, transferred from Lincoln Memorial. Pass from Kondev in the back row. Doughty waits for it to fall. Goes to Christ in the middle, but his attack's out of bounds. Just missed the back right corner, and the Tritons have a 12-11 lead.
It's only 2 sets to the middle here for Island Doughty. 23 points into set one, and it's 2 attacking errors from first Ben Braun and now Jackson Christ.
Muirs to serve again. From Lebanon, Ohio. Tritons have won 3 straight points. Muirs hits it across. Kondev controls this one. Dodi, D-set, goes over to Hrstanovic, and it's down again. Daniil Hrstanovic continuing to deliver 5 kills with 0 errors so far.
And it cuts out a mini run for UC San Diego. They got 3 straight points. Now it's up to Daniil Hrstanovic to try and go on a service run of his own. He's certainly capable of applying that service pressure we were just talking about a few points ago.
Hrstanovic has not been the main guy at opposite for much of this season, but he's got an ace here. Daniil Hrstanovic, right after his 5th kill, tallies his first ace of the night and puts the Beach back ahead.
Daniil Hrstanovic, last weekend against CSUN, 7 aces when he wasn't performing well offensively. Now he's able to back up that offense that he's so famous for with the serve, and that is a deadly combination, as UC San Diego just found out. Long Beach take the lead.
Wojciech Gajek still not in uniform. The true freshman has been the starter and opposite much of this year. So Hrstanovic back in there, playing not quite 100%, but still doing well. This one's kept up by Boyle. Set to the middle, and Selcho gets roofed. Jackson Christ had 8 blocks yesterday to set a career high. Now he goes up and stuffs it and gives a little hand motion to stop the talk.
Stop the talk and clock it, Bruce. That's a solo block for Jackson Christ. Just staying on his man all the way through. And Peter Selcho knows he just got found out by the freshman.
Something to know with that Selly there. There were 2 yellow cards issued yesterday, as there's a service error from Daniil Hrstanovic. It's 14-13 Beach. One of them was to Jackson Christ. So it was a subdued Selly there, but there still was something directed towards the other side of the net.
That other yellow card issued to Sebastiano Sani.
Here he goes to serve. 13 serving 14 in set 1. Sani hits into the net to put Long Beach back ahead by 2, and that'll send us into the media timeout. 15-13 Long Beach State in set 1.
The coals are in the fire. They've been doused with oil. Both these teams just waiting to throw a match in there and start lighting up this first set. It's been back and forth. It's been a bit tepid. UC San Diego hitting 400, Long Beach State hitting 417, but both teams know they can be a whole lot better than what we've seen through 28 points.
2-point lead for Long Beach State in the media timeout on 22 West Radio. (15-13) Long Beach State in set 1. The Beach took it in 4 sets yesterday, and we were talking throughout that broadcast last night that over these last couple weekends, it's been dogfights on night 1, and on night 2, the team that lost the first game has had a hard time responding.
That's just the nature of the Big West, Bruce. The nature of the best volleyball conference in the country. Back-to-back nights, you got to bring your best twice.
Alex Kondev serving with the Beach ahead by 2. Gets it over, and that's another ace. Evan Boyle couldn't handle the heat in the back row. Kondev has tallied Long Beach State's 4th ace already.
He had 3 last night, 2 at the end of set 1. And after a stretch of 2 cold games against CSUN, Alex Kondev back with that fire in his belly.
Sofia, Bulgaria native, hits across. This time it's out of bounds. So 1 service error and 1 ace on the 2-serve trip behind the line. Beach still ahead by 2. For UC San Diego, 1 ace and 4 service errors so far. Long Beach with those 4 aces and only 2 errors. Actually 3 after that one from Kondev. Serve across this time, controlled by Larson. Dodi D-set goes to Hrstanovic, and he just did get it through the blockers. It's yet another kill for Daniil. 6 of them now on 8 swings.
And he looks cool as a cucumber out there on the Terraflex right now. Just knows the ball is coming to him. Island Doty doing a great job of still disguising at the net, even though everybody in this pyramid is going to catch on quick. Number 31.
Jackson Chris behind the line now gets denied by the very top of the net. 17-15 Long Beach State. Island Doty has looked the most comfortable out of all the sets he's made so far in these 2 games. That D set to Hershinovic has looked like butter. See if he continues to lean on it. Josh Ewert serves for the Tritons. Varga pops it up, bumps it. Goes back to Varga, but he gets roofed down, hitting from the back row. 3 blockers were right there for UC San Diego. Garrison right in the middle. The big stuff gets the Tritons within 1.
And what Island Doty is taught to do in that situation is just get the ball high and back in, but it's so easy for the triple block to read when the hitter is still 10 feet off the net. 6 hands across for UC San Diego, a textbook block on Skylar Varga.
Ewert serves again. It's Kondev passing this time. Set goes to Varga. He pushes towards the corner, but it's dug out overhead pass by Ewert. Over on the left side, Provednikov popped up from the blockers. Hershinovic, errant pass. Doty keeps it alive. Varga up, and there's a net against UC San Diego as Garrison tried to go up for a block, completely caught the net. That was not only just a touch. He basically grabbed it and stopped his own jump. Beach back ahead by 2. Hershinovic laughing with his teammates. His pass during that last rally, awkward would be a good word to describe it. As Ryan Peluso subs in to serve for the Beach. Left-handed swinger gets it over. Sani pass. Set goes to Garrison in the middle. Good dig from Larson. Peluso sets up to Varga. Dig all out of bounds, and it's a kill for Skylar Varga. Had a chance to get to it, but the pass was just a little offline. So Peluso is in for Island Doty, now operating the offense as he's behind the service line.
And at long last, Ryan Peluso finally picks up his first assist of the season. He's been deployed at that kind of secondary setter's position a few times during this season, has not been able to pick up an assist at any point, whether it's been an out-of-system rally or a successful side-out for the opposition. Ryan Peluso has to feel good about this one. The junior opposite being deployed at setter this season because of his 6'2" frame. Certainly capable of running this offense and now getting to flex his muscles late in set 1.
Long Beach's healthy offense. Peluso has been the 3rd string setter behind Jake Pizzanti as the starter and Island Doty as the 2nd string, but with Pizzanti still out, that shoulder injury that he sustained against CSUN. Peluso now the 2nd string guy tonight. So he's able to get the assist on the kill from Skylar Varga. 19-16 Long Beach State. We'll be back for the rest of set 1 on 22 West Radio. To serve 16 in set 1. Long Beach State ahead by 3 with Ryan Peluso back behind the line.
Ryan Peluso, the Orlando native, just 1 ace this season, all the way back in the non-conference schedule, January 24th against Long Island.
He had 6 aces last year on the national championship team. Sebasani overpass. It goes right off of Boyle as the Beach tried to put it back down. Provednikov swings. He gets roofed. San Diego out of system, and a triple block for Long Beach State denies the attack from Provednikov.
And it's all off of the serve from Ryan Peluso that gets San Diego out of system initially. The block organizes, rotates over, and denies Provetnikov. Looks like Hershinovic and Braun got the lion's share of that one.
Peluso serves again. Pass from Sani. This time playable. Cross-court attack dug out by Larson. Off a tip. It's kept up in the back row by Sani. Free ball from way beyond the back line. Larson up to Peluso. Combo set. Kondev gets denied by the net. No touch from the blockers for the Tritons. It was almost a highlight play there, and the pyramid was ready to explode. Instead, the serve goes back to the Tritons.
Excellent play from UC San Diego to keep it alive. An even better job of Ryan Peluso recognizing he had already freed up the middle of the floor. Alex Kondev, head in his hands, knows he could have finished that rally with an emphatic swing.
Island Doty subs back in as the setter for Long Beach State.
UC San Diego also changes out their setters. John Lewis to the bench, Cameron Worrell not in the front row.
Leo Provednikov serving for the Tritons. Worrell stands 6'7". Pass from Alex Kondev. Doughty goes to Hershinovic. Left side off the blockers and out of bounds again. Daniil Hershinovic cannot be stopped. 7 kills on 9 swings.
And the reason John Lewis may have been subbed out there is because Cameron Worrell is 6'7". Worrell now heads back to the bench. Lewis back into the front row. Worrell, the man on that blocking assignment against Hershinovic, still no answer for the Canadian. 7 kills on 9 swings in set 1 for Daniil Hershinovic.
Rostrader called Worrell right back. Skylar Varga serves now. Pass from Ewert over out of bounds. Lewis puts it back to Ewert. Through a double block, it's down. Ewert got way up high there and got it by Ben Braun.
Ewert coming off back-to-back 11-kill performances in the 5-setter against UC Irvine and last night against Long Beach State, shaping up for another fantastic match. His 4th kill on 6 swings.
Tyler Stewart, the Pepperdine transfer, now in to serve for the Tritons. Stewart hits across and out of bounds. That was close, and I think UC San Diego is going to challenge this one.
This should absolutely be a challenge.
So it's an immediate challenge issued by Brad Rostrader. I think this one will get overturned.
And if it does get overturned, it will be the first ace of the season for Tyler Stewart.
He's used a couple of times last night as a service specialist.
Coming over from Pepperdine, where he spent the 2024 season. Played in 20 matches, was a starting guy for the Waves. Actually got the start against Long Beach State that season in a duel against Aiden Knipe. Long Beach State able to win on that night. Stewart, native of Broomfield, Colorado. Graduate of Prospect Ridge Academy. And that serve just has so much dip at the very end. Pretty sure, Bruce, pretty sure it caught the back line.
If we can trust our eyes in live action. Certainly looked like it. This is the second challenge UC San Diego has issued tonight. They lost the first one, so 2 challenges remaining. That makes this a pretty important one to win for Brad Rostrader.
And Stewart in search of what will only be his 7th career ace. Looks like Long Beach are also readying a change. If the point stands, Connor Bloom is on the sidelines right now. Imagine he'll be coming in as a service sub to close out this first set. Again, dependent on what this call is off the in-out challenge from Rostrader.
Bloom came in as the opposite for Daniil Hershinovic midway through last night's match. As the Beach were really turning things around, Bloom has been called a closer by this coaching staff and filled that role to perfection last night. Had 6 kills on 11 swings and provided some good pressure from beyond the service line.
Wow.
The point stands. It's still Long Beach State. Skylar Varga even has a smile on his face. I think he thought that one caught the line too in live action. But it's 22-18 Long Beach State, and the Tritons are down to 1 challenge.
0 for 2 in the first set. That does not bode well for Brad Rostrader the rest of this match.
And Connor Bloom does sub in. So Long Beach State with a service sub. It's the 5th-year player, Connor Bloom. Gives the Bloom boom in succession with the crowd. 22-18, Bloom serves across, pass from Sani. Set goes back to him on the left pin. It tips off the blockers and down. Seba Sani gets the kill. It's a 3-point lead for the Beach.
Smart that time from Sebastiano Sani as Connor Bloom subs out. Kellen Larson returns in serve receive for the Beach. Just doing what he has to do. The Beach blocking much better early on in set 1 over on the pins. Sani operating right now on the left side.
John Lewis serving for the Tritons. 6'2" setter, hits it across, pass from Skylar Varga. Doughty ranges underneath, goes to Kondev, roll shot, 1-arm dig from Cook, left side. Sani hits cross court and gets it down. The Tritons are getting some mojo. The Beach lead is down to 2, and Nick McCrae is going to take a timeout.
Skylar Varga first wants a conversation with the chair judge. Daniil Hershinovic just a little bit late on the block against Sani. And former Long Beach State man Sebastiano Sani quickly making himself an impactful player here in set 1. We're in the red zone now, Bruce, and this is where Brad Rostrader has really wanted to focus with this UC San Diego team this season specifically. In that 5-set loss to UC Irvine, it was service and attacking errors in the 5th set that really hurt them. 8 combined in that 5th frame, and really last night was a continuation of the same trend against Long Beach State, whether it was service errors to end sets or attacking errors to give Long Beach State the advantage. Rostrader knows that even though UC San Diego are down 2, the key for them is playing clean volleyball at this point in the match. And again, with only 1 challenge left, those in-out calls need to be a lot more succinct and really efficient Their margin for error for the Tritons has really been limited here early in set one.
UC San Diego has been hitting 364. That has sustained throughout this match. Long Beach down at 318, but 4 aces for the Beach and matching their 4 service errors. Good pressure from beyond the service line. That's something that got Long Beach back into the game yesterday and helped them take that match in 4 really good serving that they didn't have early in the match, but finally made those adjustments and found it as it went on.
As both teams return to the floor here, the energy in the Pyramid very different than Lion Tree Arena. That home crowd can make such a difference. Long Beach has seen some hostile environments in Northridge and last night in La Jolla. Now with the crowd on their side and with a 2-point lead, Nick McRae has full faith in the 6 on the floor right now to close out this first set, get Long Beach on track to finish out this one as quickly as possible.
This isn't the largest crowd Long Beach State has had in here this year, but still a healthy turnout. It's UC San Diego serving out of the timeout, 20 serving 22. Comes across, Varga pass up to Doty, set to the left side. Kondev tries to tool the block, it goes off the tape and stays in the air on the Long Beach side. Kondev again gets blocked, but Varga keeps it up. They're scrambling and it's not gonna go back over. Varga collided with Island Doty as they tried to go for the second touch.
Varga just could not get out of the way, and Island Doty went for a bump set. His arms caught underneath Skylar Varga as the San Diego block really made that rally favorable for the Tritons.
3 straight points for UC San Diego as they only trail by 1. John Lewers to serve again for the Tritons. Gives the toss, hits it over and just out of bounds. Good read from Alex Kondev to let it go.
Those are the errors we're talking about. There's 3 straight points for UC San Diego, a 1-point set, and then a service error. That really takes the air out of the sails of the Tritons and gives now Long Beach State a chance to close out this set, once again with that 2-point lead.
Daniil Hershinovich has 1 ace so far. Hits this one across. It's controlled by Sani. Lures back to Sani on the right side. Tips over and down. That's a tough shot from Sebastiano Sani. A changeup over the net to the front right corner. And Larson diving from the back row. Couldn't get there in time.
Not only a great swing, but a great route from Sani. First cutting into the setter, then moving back out, knowing the ball is coming to him. Just takes the blockers a foot off the line. He's able to find that space for the kill.
Sani serving now, trying to tie it up. Larson pass over, tipped by Doty, and it's up in the air on the Triton side. Sani steps in to set Pervednikov. He hits line, but dug out by Hershinovich. Kondev pushed over, gets blocked. Chris keeps it in the air. Kondev bumps it. Hershinovich from the back row gets tipped and dug out by Luers. Sani sets again. It's up above the net. Joust put down by Alex Kondev. The Tritons want a violation. Kondev might have gone across the net into the Triton hitting area to push that one down, but UC San Diego only with 1 challenge left. So it's a conversation being had by Brad Rostrader, and I imagine he holds on to this one.
Daniel Willis in the chair, Patricia Malta on the floor. And again, if Brad Rostrader had more challenges to burn, this would absolutely be one to take a second look at. Alex Kondev recognizes the ball is coming back over. He does reach above the tape to poke it down on the Triton side. But Rostrader can't afford to lose that all-important final challenge. Instead, he calls timeout to try to shut down the momentum of Long Beach State, who now have set point.
24-22, Long Beach State with set point number 1 as Rostrader calls timeout for the Tritons. UC San Diego ranked number 13 in the country, and Long Beach still at number 3. They have not been outside of the top 3 at any point this year. Started at 3, moved up to number 2, now back to 3 after their losses to Hawaii. Can look down the freeway in Irvine. There's a game going on between UC Irvine and Hawaii. Last night was a classic down there at the Brent Event Center. They went to 5, and Hawaii eventually was able to pull away and win that one.
And it looks like Hawaii's destined for another sweep tonight in the Brent Event Center.
They're going well.
That game, along with the rematch between UCLA and Pepperdine happening tonight, have the attention of the volleyball world. Pepperdine pulling off a shocker, by the way, on Friday night in the Firestone Fieldhouse, taking down the #1 team in the nation, UCLA, previously undefeated UCLA on their home floor. A bit of deja vu for the Bruins, who also lost out to Pepperdine in the MPSF playoffs last year. And how about that? Set point, set 3 for Hawaii.
Match point.
Make that match point. Hey, how about those Rainbow Warriors?
It's 24-22, Long Beach State back here in the Pyramid, and Long Beach is making a sub in service. Set point number 1, and Dane Hillis, the senior from San Clemente, comes off the bench. Hillis trying to win set 1 for Long Beach State. Gives a flip in the air, hits it on a cross, controlled by Sani. Lures goes over to Provednikov, gets blocked, but Sani keeps it in the air. Lures back to Provednikov, got tipped, but Larson has the overhead dig. Varga, left side, swinging, Boyle digs it. Sani slides in to keep it alive. Gonna be trying for a free ball. Christ goes off the blockers and out of bounds. Good move from Jackson Christ as the free ball floated above the net. The middle blocker puts it off the blockers and out. 25-22, Long Beach State wins set 1.
Freshman ready to unload above the net, realized at least one man was coming across to deny him. Takes a little bit off the swing and finishes off set 1. Long Beach State dominate from start to finish. It's back and forth, but UC San Diego, another crucial error in the red zone. Long Beach State cleaner volleyball gets them to 25 first.
25-22, the set 1 win. We'll switch sides and Long Beach will try to go up 2-0 up next on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State ahead 1-0 over UC San Diego. This is night 2 between these two squads midway through the Big West schedule. It's a tough thing to go from down in La Jolla yesterday with a hard-fought 4-set match right back up here, especially for the Tritons on the road. What do you think Brad Rostrader's message is in the huddle going into set 2?
Brad Rostrader is going to say what he said exactly at the end of last night's match. Just play clean volleyball. We know UC San Diego is tired. We know Long Beach State is battered and bruised. It's about who has what left in the tank right now. And if San Diego can start to make some plays, take some of the load off Sebastiano Sani and Josh Ewert, get Leo Provetnikov a lot more involved. Just 1 kill and 1 error on 9 swings. They're going to do a lot more good things here in set 2. They've had 3 attackers finish with 10 or more kills last night. They're going to need that same offensive distribution to make sure Long Beach State can't block the way they did in sets 3 and 4 and turn the tide of this match firmly in favor of the number 3 team in the country.
It's the Beach serving first in set 2. Island Doty back beyond the line. Doty gives a toss and hits across. 8 assists so far. Pass from the back row. Sani, left side, off a block. Doty has the dig. Kondev steps into set. Goes up to Hershinovic. He gets blocked. It's dug out, though. Kondev again sets up Hershinovic a second time. It's dug out by Ewert in the back row. Provednikov puts it up, but this is a free ball from Sani. Larson up to Doty. Waits for it to fall. Goes quick to Braun, and Ben Braun brings down the hammer. Long Beach State wins the first point of set 2.
And if you're asking what Nick McRae is saying in that huddle, it's set the middles more, and to his middles, get that ball in bounds. 10 sets to the middle now. That's only the First kill of the night for Ben Braun. Jackson Christ also with only one in that first set. Both middles not hitting in the positives after an attacking error on their line.
Island Doty serves again, and he hits this one over and out. Easy read that time for the back row. Long Beach State is honoring the 1991 national title team tonight. The first of 4 banners in the rafters. 1991, then the back-to-back in 2018 and 19. And then, of course, last year's national championship. Garrison serves here over and out of bounds. Alan Knipe, the only man in Long Beach State's program history to be a part of all 4 titles. He was on the team, a second-team All-American as a middle blocker in 1991, then was the coach in 2018, 19, and 25.
Those some festivities to look forward to at the end of this second set.
Varga over serve and out of bounds. It's 2-2.
That 1991 team took down USC and then Penn State on their way to the national championship over in Manoa. It was the last national championship appearance before that 2015 team returned to the Final Four. They were the ones honored last week in that matchup against CSUN here in the Pyramid.
John Lewers serves. Kondev pops it up right at the net. Doty goes back to Kondev, gets blocked, but it's kept in the air by Varga. Back to Kondev again. Use 2 hands, try and tool the block. It's kept up. Now left side, Sani swinging as he falls away. Varga dig up above the net. Braun tries to put it down, but it's dug out. Sani, a second trance over a triple block and down. Sebastiano Sani had to elevate high for that one, and it just got tipped before finding the floor.
One of the biggest appeals for Sebastiano Sani to join UC San Diego was not only to be that guy, but to be the most physical man on the floor. He's 6'5", and he can jump out of the gym. Evident on that point. The rally is long. Everybody knows it's going to Sani. There's blockers in his face, and he still can get it off high hands for the kill.
There is a discussion happening. Nick McRae walking out. Looks like he was thinking about issuing a challenge, but instead he'll keep it. Sebastiano Sani with a smile on his face looking over towards the Long Beach bench. Those are a lot of his teammates and coaches from last year, of course. John Lewers serving for UC San Diego. 3-2 Tritons in the second set. Lewers hits across, passed by Larson. Doty there, combo set, goes to Varga, and he pounds the right side line. Skylar Varga had nobody to meet him at the net and puts it right down.
So Alan Doty's done the hard job, right? He's got it out to Daniil Hrstinovich on a few D sets. Now he's got the combo to Skylar Varga. Look for the middles to get more involved here in set 2. Doty has turned to the pins and the back row. Looking for that third phase of the attack now.
Ben Braun serves, Sani pass. Set goes right back to him on the right side. Dig from Doty is out of bounds and nobody's able to get there. Braun with a good effort, sliding all the way into the padding in front of the student section, but it's 4-3 Tritons.
7th kill of the night for Sebastiano Sani. His career high in this building is 12 kills set last season against Barton. Before that, 10 kills against Vanguard. You can almost bet that tonight he's going to get to double digits and try to smash that career high in this familiar building.
Sani serve, errant pass by Varga, bump set back into the middle of the floor. Varga back row attack is down. It looked like UC San Diego was surprised that Doty was able to get that ball to a hittable place. Skylar Varga might have deked that he was going to free ball it before elevating and attacking from the back row for a kill.
What a swing from Skylar Varga, and even as it was coming across, Sebastiano Sani just took his eyes off the pass. He's going to want that one back.
Only one blocker was there, and they were late. Daniil Hrstinovich serves now over and out of bounds. Long Beach, with their 7th service error tonight, puts the Tritons back ahead.
Tritons holding on to this 1-point lead. Perfect opportunity to go on a run here. Peter Selcho just needs to get the ball in.
5th year at UC San Diego. Selcho keeps this one in. Varga pass. Doty goes to Chris. It's hit hard and then falls to the ground on the Triton side. Just not strong enough on the block, and there's the middle getting involved.
First opportunity for Island Doty to set the middle, and he does. The Beach in system, and Doty recognizes what we were just talking about, that he's gone to the pins. It's time to feed the middle again. And Jackson Chris just makes things happen. 6'10".
Alex Kondev roll serve. There's an ace for Alex Kondev. Sliding in, Evan Boyle gave a good effort, pancaking it, but as the ball was out of bounds, his teammates could not get there. Alex Kondev with 2 aces tonight.
Another multi-ace game for Alex Kondev on a night where he only has 1 kill on 9 swings. Has not been able to get involved in the offense, but he's back behind the service line, and that's where he's been the most dangerous all year.
Throws the ball high in the air. It's another roll serve, this time controlled by Boyle. D-set over to the right side is roofed down. Skylar Varga and Jackson Chris say no way to Josh Ewert. Sharp angle back into the floor, and Long Beach is ahead 7-5.
Skylar Varga with a big-time celebration, and why not? Read it to perfection and returned it to sender.
3-0 scoring run for Long Beach State. Kondev roll serve again. Boyle, errant pass right over to Matt Brown at the ESPN booth. It's the second ace of the run for Alex Kondev, his third of the night, and Brad Rostrader calls timeout with Long Beach on a 4-0 scoring run.
Kondev can do it with the fastball. He can do it with the slider. He can do it with the sinker, too. Long Beach State, nothing short of dominant behind the service line, and it's no surprise to this Pyramid faithful that Alex Kondev is the one dialing up ace after ace. Big 4-point swing for the Beach here in set 2.
6 aces for Long Beach State tonight as their serve looks excellent. 8-5 Long Beach State in the second set on 22 West Radio. Eight to 5 Long Beach State as they've won 4 points in a row. Alex Kondev trying to keep the run going. He hits across, tips the tape, and there's another one. Alex Kondev has found a rhythm, and he's got 4 aces tonight.
And this is a case of UC San Diego just not communicating. Josh Ewert is in the front row, and because Alex Kondev has already dialed up a few aces, he takes the first touch. It careens well into the VIP seats. And now the question is, can Alex Kondev be stopped?
Last time he hit it harder. Now here's another roll serve. Boyle keeps this one up. Combo set. Sani hits into the net. The blockers were a little bit late, but Sani had to adjust in midair and couldn't get it over. Long Beach ahead 10-5. Now sub will be made by UC San Diego. The junior middle blocker, Leo Wiemelt, coming in. Jim Garrison goes to the bench. Brad Rostrader turning to his bench to try and shake things up. Alex Kondev serves again. Pass from Provednikov is over out of bounds. It's kept in play by Ewert. Free ball from Provednikov. Larson up to Doty. He goes to Chris. And there's a kill. Long Beach State has all the mojo right now. They're ahead 11-5.
UC San Diego just making a change to try and shore up serve receive here. It's still only a 3 pattern across the back row for Alex Kondev to aim at. And now you're going to see from right to left, UC San Diego line up with their heels just about on the end line, and that front row put their toes on the 10-foot line.
Alex Kondev roll serve, dug out, set goes to Wiemelt in the middle, and he delivers a kill on his first swing. Leo Wiemelt, the junior, season high of 4 kills, but getting some run here.
Yeah, last appeared against UC Irvine on night 2, making just his 31st set appearance of the season. 3rd year with the program.
Serve from Ewert into the net. So after the Tritons finally break a 6-0 scoring run for Long Beach State, they give the serve right back with a service error.
Some interesting changes here coming for UC San Diego as well. At the center position, John Lewers comes off. Cameron Whirl is back on it. Then Luke Chandler also steps onto the Terraflex for the first time tonight, replacing Josh Ewert. It always feels like a question of when, not if, Luke Chandler was going to make an appearance tonight, after we saw him late in set 4 last night.
Almost 2.5 kills per set on the season for the lefty opposite Chandler. Jackson Chris, a high-powered serve, but Boyle digs it out. D-set to the right side. Provednikov gets roofed down. Skylar Varga and Ben Braun, and Varga goes over to give some high fives to the alumni. Skylar Varga, a heck of an ace, and the Beecher ahead, or a heck of a roof, excuse me. Beecher ahead by 7.
It's the Bull family over there, courtside, Bruce. They're loving what they're seeing from Skylar Varga.
Jackson Chris serves again, and it's just out of bounds. Some matrix activity from Evan Boyle, diving to his left and getting his arms out of there at the last moment. Looked committed, but then let it go.
And the Bull family, a few head shakes on that serve.
Leo Provednikov serves now for UC San Diego. Pass from Kondev. Doty waits for it to fall. Goes to Braun, but he missed the line. Second time tonight, the set has been there for Braun without a blocker, but he mishit it.
Second attacking error now against Ben Braun. He's hitting in the negatives. Really rare to see.
Provednikov serves again. Tritons trail by 5. It's a roll serve this time. Popped up by Larson to a joust at the net. Doty wins it, but then it goes back across the net. Doty sets over to the left side. Varga pushes it down. Swim move over the net, and Varga with a right hook straight into the middle of the floor.
Excellent work once again from Skylar Varga. Having himself a much improved performance. 7 kills now on 11 swings.
Another sub for the Tritons. Leo Provednikov goes to the bench. Another former Long Beach State player, Aiden Powell, enters as the other outside hitter.
He's got to have a tough task right here. First action is in the right back of serve receive.
Island Doty serves into the net. Powell, excuse me, will stay out there for UC San Diego. So both the pin hitters right now for the Tritons, Long Beach State transfers. Powell was at Long Beach in 2024, was a redshirt freshman, played at Golden West last year. Serve here from Wemelt, kept up by the Beach. Here's Braun getting it inbounds. That's the attack Ben Braun has been looking for, and it puts the Beach ahead by 6.
And for Aiden Powell, the 6'2", now redshirt sophomore, this will be the first time he's seen the floor as a pin hitter since early on this season against Demeen and Rockhurst. Last night, a service sub in all 4 sets, getting a chance now to run in the offense, now middle back and serve receive.
Skylar Varga serves a lot of English, but Boyle controls it. D set to Chandler, and he gets roofed down. It's Kondev and Braun this time, a double block that sends it right back into Chandler's lap. Timeout called by Brad Rastratter.
And there's 3 new faces on the floor right now for UC San Diego. Only Sebastiano Sani, Evan Boyle, the 2 that are going to be here on the floor throughout set 2. It's a tough task to handle against a team like Long Beach State that serves so well, and now UC San Diego a 7-point deficit. This one might be insurmountable here in set 2.
Long Beach State has taken control not only of this set, but also it looks like of the match. Beach already ahead 1-0, and with a 16-9 advantage in set 2 on 22 West Radio. (16-9) Long Beach State in set 2, and even for these Triton guys that are up here at the Pyramid for the first time this year, there's a lot of familiarity with this building.
Yeah, it was early on this season, in the preseason, in fact, that UC San Diego joined Long Beach State, Alberta, and Calgary for the North American Challenge. Brad Rostrader, with those games being played in the Pyramid on day 1 and the Gold Mine on day 2, made sure that every single member of the roster was able to step onto the Terraflex. So these lights, nothing new for this team, but the team on the other side of the net certainly is.
Skylar Varga serves out of bounds. The North American Challenge had Long Beach State and UC San Diego representing the United States. They played against Calgary and Alberta from up north of the border. 16-10, Long Beach State's ahead in set 2. John Lewers subs back in to serve for UC San Diego. He'll be back as the setter.
Luke Chandler also off now for UC San Diego.
Ewert back in the front row. Serve from Luers, controlled by Kondev. Doughty back to Kondev on the left side. He tips across. The pass goes back over the net and out of bounds. Sani had to slide in the front row just to pancake it, but it goes back over and out. 17-10, Long Beach State.
Now, where both teams started that first set hitting above 600, it has been a drastic contrast now in set two. UC San Diego just trying to get back to dead even. Long Beach State still hitting above 400 now, 26 points in.
Dane Hillis subs back in again for Long Beach State in place of Ben Braun. Hillis flips it up and hits into the bottom half of the net. Missed that one. And then he'll head right back to the bench.
UC San Diego still, as they have all season, running the two libero system. Evan Boyle subbing off now. Keegan Cook returning to the floor for UC San Diego. We don't talk about these liberos too much, but they've had to put in two absolute shifts against Long Beach State.
Sebastiano Sani serves next for the Tritons, and he hits it into the net. 9th service error of the night for UC San Diego. Long Beach with 11.
Long Beach, last 2 straight games, less than 20 service errors, 4 of their last 6. They play better when that ball is in play.
Couple subs for Long Beach State. Ryan Peluso subs in to serve, and Connor Bloom is into the game in place of Daniil Hershinovich. Bloom walked all the way over to sub in without realizing he still had his warm-up shirt on. Said to take that one off. Peluso serves. Pass goes over and out. It's an ace for Ryan Peluso. A lot of English as that ball topspin down towards the ground, and the Tritons couldn't get there.
And only his second ace of the season. Had a run in set 1. Looking for another here in set 2.
Hits it over, tried to quick serve, but missed the backside line. Beach still ahead by 7, 19-12.
That'll go down as the 8th ace in Ryan Peluso's Long Beach State career.
Peluso staying in the game even after the missed serve. He's going to operate the offense.
He's in place of Island Doughty right now, which means he's in a 4 pattern across the back row and serve receive lined up on the right side.
Peter Selcho serves. Pass from Larson. Peluso waits for it to fall. Combo set goes to Varga. One arm dig from Luers. Goes to an attack from Powell, and he's got the kill. Gets mobbed by his teammates, and the bench gets into it for the Tritons. Aiden Powell has a kill on his former home floor.
Only the 4th kill of the season for Powell, and the first since early January. Undersized outside, just pushes it around the block and down.
Selcho to serve again. Tritons still down by 6. And he hit it over and out of bounds. Alex Kondev and Kellen Larson are both there to watch it fly by. Long Beach the first to the red zone in set 2, 20-13 their lead. Alex Kondev back to serve. 4 aces tonight. Roll serve. This one's passed by Ewert. Set to the left side. Powell goes cross court. And there's another kill for Aiden Powell. Only 6'2", but got above the net plenty that time.
Now, after redshirting his freshman season at Long Beach State, he went to Golden West College and was absolutely nuclear. A triple CAA state champion and tournament MVP, led the team in kills in every single playoff game. And he can almost match his season total here tonight in the pyramid in kills.
Josh Ewert serves, passed by Larson, set to Christ, and Jackson Christ has the kill. Ryan Peluso with a good set to the middle that time.
And it's just the mismatch on the block. Aiden Powell and Leo Wiemelt up there against the 6'10" Jackson Christ. Wiemelt 6'8", Powell only 6'2". Put all your money on Jackson Christ getting that ball down every single time on a good set.
Ben Braun back into the front row. Jackson Christ back to serve. Tosses up, hits it over, pass by Powell. D-set over to the right side. Ewert gets blocked, but it's out of bounds. Skylar Varga just couldn't seal off the pin quite enough. Only missed the line by a few inches. 21-15, Tritons within 6, and Aiden Powell will serve.
And Powell's connections to Long Beach State go way back. Was a member of the Pinnacle Athletic Club Volleyball Academy, where a lot of the Long Beach State coaching staff is able to mentor young talent.
His serve goes off the tape, but Varga passes it, then gets the set back to him, rolls it off the blockers. They're scrambling. Varga wants a double touch. Still alive, though. Peluso goes back to Varga, and he brings it down. Then has some words for the UC San Diego side of the net. Varga thought he had the point the first time, but instead does it the traditional way.
And Nick McRae was like a shark smelling blood in the water after that scramble at the net from UC San Diego, was going to pull out a challenge if the Beach did not win that point.
Daniil Hershinovich subs in for Ryan Peluso, so now the Beach going with their no true setter on the floor lineup. Connor Bloom serving. Kellen Larson is in the game. It's usually Larson or Varga that step into set. Boyle pass set to the left side. Sani gets roofed. Daniil Arsenovic and Ben Braun, and that's the tall lineup coming right through for Nick McRae. A big stuff above the net makes it 23-15.
It's a jumbo package for Long Beach State, and on the goal line, it's Daniil Arsenovic getting up alongside Ben Braun for a rejection of their former teammate.
Connor Bloom serves again. 23-15. Pass by Boyle. Underneath the words goes to Sani. Gets popped up in the air, but it's kept in by Ewert. Set to Sani again. Tries to slam it down, but it's kept up. Larson high. Bump set goes to Hershanovic, and he gets it down. No setter on the floor, but Kellen Larson doesn't need one. He picks up the assist, and it's set point number 1.
How about this from the jumbo lineup? Back-to-back points, and now Connor Bloom will look to close it out in set 2.
Set point number 1, 24-15 in set 2. Connor Bloom tries to end it. Pass from Powell lures D-set over to the right side. Ewert airmailed it. Long Beach State with a dominant set 2. They win 4 straight points to close it out. It's 25-15 the final as the Beach move ahead 2-0.
That's about as dominant as you can get, and the Beach close out set 2 without a setter on the floor. How many teams in the country can say that against a ranked opponent like UC San Diego that is certainly talented? Long Beach hit 500 in set 2. UC San Diego dead even, 6 kills, 6 errors on 16 swings as a team. Brad Rostrider turns to the bench to no avail. And it looks like Long Beach State have cracked open the broom closet and are ready to get to cleaning here in the pyramid.
Who needs a setter? Long Beach gets it done with the jumbo package, 25-15 in set 2. Now they'll be trying to sweep the Tritons up next on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State trying to close out a sweep on their home floor. They're up 2-0, and that second set was all Beach all the way through.
All the Beach all the way through, and some mid-set shenanigans from that 1991 national championship team getting this building re-fired up. That dominance for Long Beach State, where they have sets like that second one where they hit 500 to UC San Diego's dead even, can sometimes take the wind out of this building. That dominance can start to feel regular, but it's not. This is the number 3 team in the country, trying to do everything they can to climb back up those rankings. And they're going to need to do it against a rotated lineup for UCA San Diego here in set 3.
The Beach are still looking up in the Big West standings at undefeated Hawaii. They move to 6-0 with their defeat of UC Irvine tonight. Long Beach at 3-2, trying to win their 4th. Pass by Larson off the opening serve. Varga right side, dug out by Powell. Underneath, Luers goes to the left side. Sani tries to tip over, gets blocked, kept in the air. Goes to Sani a second time. Hits cross court, dug out by Kondev. High in the air, Doty to Varga again. Tries to wipe the block and gets it right down. Just pushed the ball to the floor. Not really a full swing, but Skylar Varga gets it done, and it's 1-0 Beach.
It's been Skylar Varga really taking over the helm of the offense here. First, Daniil Hrstanovic set the tone. Now Skylar Varga leads this team with 9 kills.
1-0 Long Beach State in set 3. Varga behind the line. Oh, Canada echoes from the bench. Powell controls it. Luers sets to the right side. Ewert almost would have been out of bounds, but Skylar Varga threw his hands above his head to pass it straight to the floor.
Little beach pass there from Skylar Varga, recognizing that if he's back there and he wants to make a play on it, he should take it with some open hands instead. We're tied for the first time in set 3.
He immediately turned to apologize to his teammates. That attack would have been out of bounds. Pass from Kondev off the serve. Doty goes over to the right side. Daniil Hrstanovic gets blocked. Recycle. Varga to Kondev. He hits a line and found it. Oh, no, they're going to say he just missed. The ruling from the judge on Long Beach's side of the net was that it was in. But then the back line judge on the UC San Diego side rules out, and that's what they go with.
Now Nick McRae coming over to clarify the challenge. Abigail Gutierrez and Miles Furia, the 2 line judges tonight. It's Furia making that call. But he's having to look not only through the net and down the line, but around a few bodies. Long Beach yet to issue a challenge tonight.
McRae was having a conversation, and now he will issue first challenge from Long Beach State's bench. McRae looking over as he was having the conversation. Might have been a bit of a stall as Long Beach had the iPads on their bench to watch the replay, and the calls came to issue the challenge.
And if there's one man in set 3 who's going to want to make a difference, it is Sebastiano Sani. 3rd man in the Sani family to pursue volleyball. His mom, Amy, played volleyball at Duke before going professional in France. Was actually Seba's first coach and club coach. When Sebastiano was at Walter Johnson High School, he was looking up to his brother Francesco, who spent 3 seasons at outside hitter and was a 2-time All-American at UC Irvine. Signed to play professionally in Italy for Verona. Was actually a world champion last year for the club and made the switch of his international allegiances from the United States to Italy. Sani's always kind of been the odd man out in that family, and making the switch from Long Beach State to UC San Diego gave him a chance to be the guy. Preseason injury to his hand means that he had to work his way back into the lineup, but it was really an open secret who was going to be the leader of this team for UC San Diego. In fact, he changed his number from 9, which he wore in honor of his brother, his college number, to 22. Symbolism of that new identity that he now has not been his best night tonight after he really wore his heart on his sleeve last night. 7 kills, 2 errors on 16 swings. UC San Diego right now up 2-1, and you better believe Sani's going to be calling for the ball throughout this 3rd set.
Like you said, he wore it on his sleeve yesterday, that match mattered a lot to him. It's a similar look tonight. Sani got a national championship with Long Beach State last year, but also it seems to be pretty clear that he wanted to be on the floor, and he did get some playing time for Long Beach State, played in 23 matches and found some success, but was more of a rotational piece than one of the standout guys on that team. It's with the Tritons this year that he's found that role as a star.
And Sani's also spent plenty of time in the USA gym with Kellen Larson and Jackson Christ. He's been a part of 4 incredible teams at the national level. He's really excelled at every single international tournament. Just could not carve out a spot for himself at Long Beach State. And for the better of his career and for his life in volleyball, which will extend for many more years, he's made the switch down to La Jolla. And he's been frustrated plenty of times this season, trying to end this weekend on a high note against his former program.
The challenge from Long Beach State was unsuccessful. As I say, the attack from Varga did miss the line. Long Beach with 2 challenges remaining. It's still 2-1 UC San Diego. Leo Wiemelt back behind the line. He floats it across and out of bounds. So Long Beach gets their 2nd point after all. Ben Braun heading behind the line. One of the leaders of that big dogs group in the middle blocker room for Long Beach State. Sebasani, left side, hits power angle and has the kill. Was going to the ground and managed to get it over the net on a power angle. That's a tough shot from Sebasani, showing off the athleticism.
Runs his fingers through his hair after that one. Saw the double block. And as he's falling away out of bounds, just kind of goes under it to get a touch and make sure it still falls inside. Great work from Sebasani.
John Lewers to serve. Hits it across, pass from Varga, right there for Doty. D-set, Hershinovic gets blocked right off his head, but stays in the air. Kondev left side gets denied as well. Hershinovic first touch, Doty there. D-set again, Hershinovic high off the blockers. Nice job by Ebert to keep it alive. Set over to the left pin. Sani uses two hands, trying to wipe the block, but the point's gonna go to Long Beach State. It's a lift called against Sani as he tried to push it off the blockers.
And once again, Sani a little bit undersized against Hershinovic, calling for the ball during a long rally. Ends up meeting the block with his hands underneath the ball and then carrying it over. That's about as clear as a lift as you're going to get.
So it's 3-3 in set 3. Watching the replay, there's some laughs through the pyramid. It was an easy call there.
Sani also trying to signal up to the chair judge, Daniel Willis, that there might have been a double touch on Hershinovic instead. He's having none of it.
Hershinovic serves. They go to Sani on the right side, and he uses his right hand to just throw it off the blockers and down. The set was a little bit behind him, so less contact and more catch it and throw. But this time, Sani has a kill.
Once again, Sani, career high 12 kills against Barton last season for Long Beach State, sitting on 9 right now on 19 swings in set 3 for UC San Diego.
Sani to serve, 1 point lead for the Tritons, and he hits this one out of bounds. Missed it to the left side of the floor.
And there were only 2 aces for UC San Diego last night, but they were able to apply so much pressure. It looks like tonight UC San Diego have been trying to search for those aces on a few cross-court serves, and they're being out-aced 8-1, mostly by this man, Alex Kondev.
He hits over and out of bounds. Boyle dove all the way to the ground as he waited till the last second to pull his arms back.
And with that service from UC San Diego not always being in, not always putting Long Beach on their heels, we haven't seen those same long rallies that we saw last night in La Jolla. UC San Diego knew that they were going to have to scrape against Long Beach State this weekend, and they have not really been able to do that tonight in the pyramid.
Peter Selcho serve, Kondev receive, left side, Vargas swim move, and he pushes it down. It looked like about 3 different dekes in one for Skylar Varga up above the net before he pushed it over with his right hand.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that from Skylar Varga. He gets so high above the net that his head almost meets the ball as it's going towards him. He's able to just get above midair, and hey, maybe there's 4 fakes in there, Bruce. That was outstanding.
Here's an ace for Jackson Christ. A lot of topspin as it just got over the net and dove to the ground. Christ has been one of the best servers in the country, even as a true freshman, and shows why right there.
And who wants a t-shirt? Third set promo here in the pyramid. Crowd gets on their feet. Every ace a t-shirt in set 3.
Skylar Varga's last kill got him in double figures. First player for either team with 10 as Christ serves into the net.
Chris continues to be one of the most outstanding middle blockers in service. 10 straight games now for the freshman with at least 1 ace.
Josh Ewert serves for UC San Diego, and he hits it over and out. It's been a little bit more sloppy play tonight. Yesterday down in La Jolla was effort absolutely maximized from both sides. I think that effect is shown through a little bit tonight. Less fresh bodies, definitely the look on the floor. 7-6 Long Beach State. Doty serves. It's passed from the back row, set to the middle, and there's a kill for Leo Wiemelt, his second since subbing in.
And this third set almost feels like that third set against CSUN last week, where both teams are just kind of going through the motions. It feels like Long Beach State are the better team. Feels like Long Beach State have the fresher legs. UC San Diego is just kind of going through the motions right now, point after point. They're going to win a few, but you're just waiting on Long Beach State to break the set open.
For now, they're tied 7-7. Powell serves again. Pass from Larson as he went to the ground. Doty to the left side for Herstanovic. And Daniil delivers the hammer again. After 16 kills and no errors last night, Herstanovic has 9 kills and 0 errors tonight. What a weekend for the Canadian.
He's been forced into action with the injury to Wojciech Gajek. Last week against CSUN, had to play all 8 sets. Unable to finish out last night in La Jolla. hoping he can finish out all 3 sets here for Long Beach State on night 2.
Vargas serve. It's passed up to the net. Left side, Sebasani has the kill. Got a touch from the blockers at the net before it careened out of bounds. It's 8-8 in set 3.
Double digits now for Sebastiano Sani, his 10th kill.
Wiemelt serves. It's a floater overhead pass from Kondev to the ground. Doughty goes back to Kondev. Got it over, almost broke the plane under the net, but it's still alive. Sani swinging, dug out by Larson. Doughty to Kondev again, falling out of bounds, goes cross court, but a good dig from Wiemelt. Set to Sani, pushed it over with 2 hands. Doughty slides in for the dig. Vargas steps into set, goes to Hrusinovic. Right side, and he missed it. There's the first attacking error for Daniil Hrusinovic on the weekend, and I feel partially responsible to that. Sorry to Daniil Hrusinovic for the broadcaster's curse.
He's been so good this weekend. He was bound to miss one. And that's a case of seeing the block, going for high hands, and just missing it by a fraction of a second.
9-8 Tritons, passed by Varga. Braun a little late, but the windmill still gets across and down. Looks like he caught UC San Diego a little bit ahead as well. Delayed attack goes for a kill, and it's 9-9.
Sometimes Ben Braun's able to whip that arm around. That time it looks like the minute hand approaching midnight. Slow up and then straight down.
Pass from Powell. Sani left side hits line and gets it down. Highland Doughty had it hit his right arm before going straight to the Terraflex.
And John Lewis, who did not get the start in big games early this season against BYU and UCLA. And now looks like his strategy is clear. Go to your best. Sebastiano Sani breathing heavy, but he's going to have to shoulder a lot of the offense here in set 3.
10-9 UC San Diego. Lewis serves into the net. The Tritons are going to need a sustained run at some point in set 3. For now, they're just going back and forth. The Tritons only with a 60% side-out rate tonight. Long Beach all the way up at 75.
It's those aces that are really leading the way. 9 already for Long Beach State to UC San Diego's 1.
Daniil Hrusinovic serves. Hits into the net. Gives UCSD the lead back.
Aiden Powell is still lined up for UC San Diego in the left back of serve receive. He's going to want to get more involved too. 2 kills on 2 swings. He's been really good on the pins. He gets to move into the front row now as Sani serves.
Sebasani hits it underneath the net and right into Jackson Christ's foot. Skylar Varga gesturing to the crowd to try and get them on their feet. That happened last night from Alex Kondev, where he hit one underneath the net. Now it's Sani who falls to that fate, and Kondev gets ready to serve. Been a great serving night for Alex Kondev. Roll dug out by Boyle. Set to the left side. Powell gets blocked. It hits the tape and then goes out of bounds. Tough break there for Long Beach State as it rode the net all the way across and out of bounds.
Powell just going about his business. Had to wait to get back into the front row to get involved. First opportunity to get something down. He matches his season total in kills with the start of the night.
Peter Selcho serve is out of bounds. Skylar Varga gave a courtesy look, but that one missed by quite a bit.
Skylar Varga is doing plenty of talking tonight too. Let's not excuse that fact. He has been the target of so much jawing this season on the road. He's let the Tritons hear it now here in the Pyramid. Sebastiano Sani especially.
12-12. Jackson Christ, the next server for the Beach. He hits it across with some velo, and there's another ace for the true freshman. Jackson Christ with a couple in this third set.
Jackson Christ, 2 years at Millikan High School, 2 years at Sage Hill. And there's members of the Millikan volleyball team in the building tonight, watching one of their own.
Chris to serve again. 1 point lead for the Beach. Pass from Boyle as he went down. Set to the right side. The attack is going to go for a kill. Ewert just caught enough to put it off the blockers and out. Didn't miss the line by very much on the block.
We've been talking a lot about Sebastiano Sani tonight, but Josh Ewert has been doing his thing. Here's a connection between the two of them. Fun one for you. Francesco Sani was teammates with Jordan Ewert back in 2024. Josh's older brother in Italy.
Brother connection with those two guys as Ewert serves into the net.
And Ewert comes from a volleyball family, the youngest of 4. 2 of his siblings play professionally. His brother Jordan, after graduating Stanford, played in Spain, Germany, France, then in Italy, where he crossed with Francesco. His sister Jenna graduated from Texas, plays in Germany and Italy. His other sibling Jessica is a labor and employment attorney, so a very successful Ewert family.
Ryan Peluso subs back in to serve. He'll operate as the setter as well. Sonny, errant pass, one-handed set goes to Powell, falling away. Attack dug out by Varga, set right back to him. Varga tries to tool the block, gets blocked. Recycle, Peluso back to Varga,
Wow.
who slams it down, power angle. Didn't even get himself fully set above the net, but that's some athleticism that'll play on an international scale for many years to come.
You kidding me? That's an Olympic level play from Skylar Varga. Recognizes the recycle, and as you mentioned, not getting fully above the net, still able to have a pop reverberate around the pyramid. That is so good from Skylar Varga.
Looked like a pickup swing. Didn't even need to go full speed and still slammed it right down. We're at the media timeout with Long Beach State ahead 15-13. 10 points from a sweep on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State ahead 15-13 in set 3. Bruce Kuntz and JayDe Beaudry here in the Pyramid. You're listening to national champion Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM, KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. 15-13 lead in set 3 as the Beach are trying to close out a sweep.
We've already seen 13 ties and 4 lead changes here in this set. 28 ties and 10 lead changes on the night. About on par of what we saw last night, but again, it just feels like Long Beach State need to stack 3-4 more points in a row to blow this set wide open.
Peluso serves again, pass from Sonny. Set goes quick to the middle, but there's a roof. Skylar Varga and Ben Braun shoulder to shoulder. 7th block of the night for Long Beach State.
And the 4th for Skylar Varga.
Denial of Leo Wiemelt.
Just reads it so well.
16-13 Beach. Lefty Peluso serves again, pass from Powell. Set to the middle, but this time Wiemelt gets his revenge. Went for the back right corner and just found the line.
The LaGrange, Illinois native.
Wiemelt is ambidextrous. The fun nugget. Had 3 cousins that swam at Iowa as well.
He can certainly swim above the net.
Aiden Powell serves for UC San Diego. Pass from Kellen Larson. Set from Doty over to Varga on the right side, but he tried to go cross court and hit a little too strong. Tritons are back within a point. Aiden Powell to serve again. It's that extended run in this match. 3 kills on 4 swings. Usually operates just as a strictly service specialist. Powell hits it over, pass from Kondev, just beyond the 10-foot line. Doty goes to Hershinovic on the left side. Dug out by Ewert, set to Sani on the left side. Gets blocked, scramble drill. They keep it alive, and it's a free ball over the net. Pass from Larson, Doty, D-set, Varga, right side, pushes it right down. Skylar Varga is looking too slick tonight. 17-15 Beach.
Skylar Varga is blowing UC San Diego to smithereens. Just every time the ball's on his side of the floor, it's down for a kill. His 12th of the night.
450 hitting, 476 make that for Skylar Varga. 17-15, here's Varga beyond the service line. Pass from Powell, long way to go. Whirl gets there, sets up to Sani and off a tip. That goes for a kill. Sebastiano Sani gets the Tritons back within 1.
Sani had a few good performances in that North American Challenge here in Long Beach. 11 kills against Alberta in the Pyramid on night 1, 7 against Alberta in the Gold Mine on night 2. He's now patched his career high in this building with 12 kills tonight against Long Beach State. Remelt
serve passed by Kondev, gets it right back, goes cross court, but airmailed it. Long Beach thinks there was a tip.
Everybody flashing the money sign to Nick McRae. 0 for 1 on challenges tonight.
McRae will issue the challenge. So Long Beach with 2 of them remaining, gonna try to use one right here. 17-17 as the scoreboard currently shows. If they can get the overturn, it'll be a 2-point Beach lead.
I haven't talked too much about Island Doty in a while, and he's quietly gone about his business. Not on the floor to end set 2 as the Beach went to their jumbo package, but he still has 21 assists tonight, making back-to-back starts in Big West play for the first time in his career. Just his 3rd start of the season, making his 10th appearance of the 2026 campaign tonight. That's actually kind of a full circle senior season for Island Doty. Made his first career start on the road against UC San Diego as a freshman. Was able to put in the work last night in La Jolla. Saw action in that second night in his freshman year against UC San Diego, and then further on action against Cal State Northridge the next weekend. And it was against Northridge last week that he had to enter on late in place of Jake Pizzanti. And this weekend against UC San Diego that he has been able to return to the floor for this Long Beach State program, having backed up Aiden Knight, then Moni Nikolov, and Jake Pizzanti. And quiet nights are sometimes good for setters. He's gone about his business. The Beach are hitting 294 and on the doorstep now of a 3-set sweep against longtime foes that they have dominated in this building. Last win for UC San Diego in this building, March 15th, 2012, and that was a 5-set victory. The only time UC San Diego have ever beaten Long Beach State here in Long Beach.
Not only is it a dominant all-time series in this building, but everywhere. 80-6 is the record for Long Beach State all-time after that win last night. Review ongoing here. Midway through set 3, Long Beach issuing a challenge.
Brad Rostratter, though, has this program on the open up, coming off their winningest season in program history in 2025, where they finished 4th in the Big West. They're just trying to make it to the Brent Event Center and win 3 games. That has been the focus all year long for UC San Diego. Whether the calls go their way or not, they're going to continue fighting till the bitter end.
It was a successful challenge. After a long review, they did find a tip. Kill goes to Alex Kondev, and Dane Hillis subs in to serve.
Change at the service position again for UC San Diego. Cameron Whirl off John Lewers, the Lincoln Memorial AVCA All-American honorable mention last season, returns to the floor.
Dane Hillis serves over, pass from Sani. Set back to him on the left side. Cross court, it's down. Sebastiano Sani with his 13th kill. It's 18-17 Beach.
He'll have at least something to smile about on the road trip back to San Diego.
Dane Hillis goes right back to the bench with Kellen Larson back in the game. John Lewers to serve. 1-point deficit. Pass from Kondev. Doty goes back to him, uses 2 hands to push it down. And the point goes to Long Beach State. They call a violation against UC San Diego.
Be a blocking violation. A rare error for a very good and very clean UC San Diego team. Rostratter asking the question of a double touch, none coming. And Long Beach go up by 2.
Another sub coming in. Daniil Hershinovich goes to the bench. That might be final time we see him tonight, so he gets an ovation from the crowd. 9 kills. Connor Bloom back in. Crispy on that Bloom boom. 19-17. Bloom hits it over. It's passed a couple of times, and a free ball from UC San Diego. First touch, Bloom. Set goes to Skylar Varga up the bick, and a one-arm dig from Evan Boyle. Left side is rolled over, and that's a kill for Josh Ewert. Connor Bloom got fooled a bit, moved in, and then couldn't get his hands up above his head in time to dig it.
Hook, line, and sinker there from Josh Ewert, and he knows it.
Instead of Hershinovich being done, he comes right back in the game. Connor Bloom goes to the bench. Nick McRae keeping the foot on the gas to try and close out a sweep. 19-18, Long Beach State. Sebastiano Sani goes back to serve. Sani flips it out in front of him, hits off the tape, and it rolls to the ground. Nothing Long Beach could do about that one. Perfectly placed off the net by Sani.
Nick McRae asking how many timeouts he has left, as that is a big serve from Sebastiano Sani. The pace of this 3rd set may be a little bit lazy, but Long Beach looking over their shoulder for most of it. Just saw San Diego tie up this set at 19 off the ace from Sebastiano Sani.
Nick McRae uses his first of 2 timeouts in the set. So Long Beach wants to talk things over. 19-19 in set 3 on 22 West Radio. 19-all in set 3. Sebastiano Sani serving for the Tritons. UC San Diego trying to at least extend this match to a 4th set.
UC San Diego hitting 500. Long Beach State just 238 in the frame. Sani would love to push it to 4 here.
Had an ace to send us into the timeout. Sani swings hard again, but this one's passed by Larson. Set to the left side. Kondev swinging power angle dug out by Boyle. Set to the big, but Sani can't get it over. He's a little bit low on the set, and he hits it right into the netting. 20-19, Long Beach State.
It's a tough set from Lewis. Lined up in the back row. Off the deflection, came to the front. Tried to set the bic, and Sani just wasn't ready, wasn't timed up. Big miss there for UC San Diego offensively.
Alex Kondev serving again. Hits it over. It's passed by Boyle. Set all the way to the left side for Powell. Nice dig by Kondev, but it goes right over the net. Another chance for the Tritons. D set. Cross court just in bounds. Precision from Josh Ewert, and he didn't have to sacrifice any speed. That one was hit hard.
And it's rare you'll see a team at the Division I level run with 3 outside hitters. That's exactly what UC San Diego has done for most of the night. A big change coming here as they bring an opposite onto the floor in Luke Chandler.
Chandler into the front row. They also sub in Tyler Stewart to serve. 20-20 in set 3. The Beach 5 points away, trying to close out a sweep, but the Tritons making it tough. Serve across, pass from Larson. Doty sets quick to the middle, and Jackson Christ delivers with his swing. Puts the Beach back ahead.
And San Diego will reverse those changes. Tyler Stewart, Luke Chandler going off. Chandler having to step into the shoes of the legendary Anthony Sheffer, the 2-time All-American at opposite for UC San Diego. He has not gotten too much run this weekend against Long Beach State.
21-20. Jackson Christ serving after his kill. Hits it over. It's passed by Sani as he went down. Set goes to Ewert, and he brings it onto the floor. Ben Braun tapping his chest as he goes back in. Just got it by his block.
And Ewert returns to the floor, continues to make an impact. 10 kills now on 13 swings. I think that 14 swings for Josh Ewert. 6th double-digit kill performance of the season.
Ewert serves into the net. Advantage goes back to Long Beach State off the service error.
And this is a race to 4, right? Tied at 21. UC San Diego knows they can't make mistakes. That could prove to be a costly service error from Josh Ewert, who has had a fantastic game tonight.
Tritons with 18 service errors now. Island Doty to serve for Long Beach State. Chant breaks out in the crowd. Doty hits it across. Pass from Sani. Set goes to Ewert. It's hard off the blockers and out of bounds. Josh Ewert with the hot hand for UC San Diego as he's up to 11.
3rd straight game with 11 kills for Josh Ewert. It's just automatic for him. Off the block, just hits it as hard as he can, standing 6'4", and it's 22-all.
Next server is Aiden Powell. Hits low across the net, but Larson passes up to Doty. Set to the left side. Hrstanovic goes to the back right corner and finds the line. Danielle with only 1 error tonight and now into double figures again.
And this is exactly the man you want stepping up right now in service for Long Beach State. Skylar Varga, already outstanding with his 12 kills, yet to find his first ace. And knowing that, Brad Rothschreider will call timeout, trying to ice the Canadian.
Skylar Varga will try and close out the match. UC San Diego first calls timeout, 23-22, Long Beach State.
And we got to talk to Nick McRae in the post game yesterday just to get a sense of how he was feeling after a 4-set slugfest. He said he knew it was going to be a battle. He wants to limit the jawing between the two teams that he saw last night, but he was happy to see Long Beach State continue to improve under Island Doty. And Long Beach State really improved in set 2 tonight, taking it 25-15 after winning set 1 25-22. In this 3rd set, though, we've gone back and forth. UC San Diego still out-hitting Long Beach State by a significant margin. But if Skylar Varga can step up here and do what he has done so well throughout this season, provide some service pressure, maybe an ace to set up set point, Long Beach State will walk away with their 4th straight win in conference play and be set up really, really well for that upcoming series against UC Santa Barbara.
Skylar Varga has been top 3 in the nation for really the entirety of the season, and aces per set came into the weekend at 0.58 aces per set. Alex Kondev right behind him at 0.56 going into the weekend.
Had one last night. None tonight for Skylar Varga.
Skylar Varga heading out 23-22. Long Beach State 2 points away from closing out a sweep. Their captain back behind the line. Varga taps the ball on his left hip, and now he's ready to go. Flips it out in front, hits it on a cross. Errant pass from Boyle all the way out of bounds. Set goes over to Ewert, and nobody home for Long Beach State. Josh Ewert with another kill.
Ewert recognizing that Varga after serve receive just put his heels on the back line, almost rolled that one into the middle back of the beach back row for the kill. And we're knocking on the door of some extra volleyball now in set 3.
23 all. Leo Wiemelt serving for UC San Diego. He hits it across, not a lot of spin. Pass from Larson. Doty, D-set over to the right side. Hershinovich dug out by Wiemelt. D-set also for UC San Diego, and it's Ewert again delivering the hammer. It's set point number 1 for UC San Diego, and a timeout called by Nick McCray.
Feels almost crazy to say, but in this third set, UC San Diego has lulled Long Beach State to sleep. Just back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. And Brad Roschreiter talking so much this season about the need for clean play in the red zone. Finally sees UC San Diego turn to Josh Ewert twice, fight off a service error in the last 5 points, and now set up their first set point of the night here tonight in the Pyramid.
Triton's trying to stay alive. They can win this set. It'll push it to at least a 4th. Long Beach State ahead 2-0. This third set's been back and forth all the way through. Like you said, it hasn't been the highest energy volleyball, especially when compared to what we saw last night in La Jolla. Both teams look a bit tired, but Long Beach State now on the wrong side of a 24-23 score.
And if you're looking at who to serve to here in serve receive, you can look at who UC San Diego have targeted all night long. Alex Kondev has gotten a lion's share, having to pass out 16 serves. Kellen Larson 15 times, and Skylar Varga only 10. The numbers say that Skylar Varga is actually the best passer out of serve receive on this Long Beach State team. Kellen Larson the second best, Alex Kondev a close third. They're going to line up across the back row now. Varga, Larson, and Kondev in a 3 pattern from right to left. And it'll be up to it'll be up to Wiemelt to pick his spot, pick his passer, and then on the San Diego block to do what they have struggled to do all night long, shut down this Long Beach State attack.
Set point number 1 for the Tritons. Pass from Varga. Doty D-set over to Hershinovich. High off the blockers, and it's dug out by Ewert. Set to Sani. Gets roofed! The Beach are still alive in set 3 off a huge stuff from Daniil Hershinovich and Ben Braun.
Former teammates going head-to-head in a high-speed collision at the net. And it's Ben Braun and Daniil Hershinovich saying, Sebasani, how do you like me now?
24 all. Float serve from Braun. D-set over to the right side. Ewert again right in front of Skylar Varga. That'll make it set point number 2 for UC San Diego, and Ewert's squarely in the lead with 14 kills for the Tritons.
Had a season-high 17 against Jessup in UC San Diego's first game of the season. He is on fire tonight in the Pyramid.
John Lewers serving for UC San Diego. Set point number 2. They try and push it to a 4th set. Lewers hits across. Pass from Larson. Doty right at the net. Quick to Chris. Gets blocked. Larson keeps it up. Doty again. Chris the second time. And this time it's a kill for the freshman middle blocker. Couple of touches before it hit the Terraflex. It's 25 all.
Wow, what a set from Island Doty. You can almost guarantee that he had Kondev and Hershinovich on the pins. He could have pushed out there. Instead, trust Jackson Christ in the middle twice, and the freshman delivers to tie us at 25.
Daniil Hershinovich to serve now. Hits it across. Powell pops up. Left side, Ewert gets blocked, and it's down again. Jackson Christ is fired up in the huddle with his teammates, and now the Pyramid faithful will rise to their feet. It's match point number 1 after a timeout from the Tritons.
And the former Milliken man, the Long Beach State native who grew up around this program, with a big-time rejection. And he's all kinds of energy after every single play. Took home Big West Freshman of the Week honors after 2 outstanding performances against CSUN, including a career-high 12 kills on night 1. Tonight, 6 kills, 1 error on 8 swings, 3 blocks, and in extra volleyball, Jackson Christ making some big-time moves for Long Beach State.
26-25. Couple of roofs in these last few points for Long Beach State. First to stay alive, now to give themselves match point number 1. Long Beach State heading back onto the floor, trying to close out a sweep not only tonight in the Pyramid, but on the weekend of UC San Diego. They won down in La Jolla last night in a 4-set thriller. Now the Beach trying to stay in control and win this one in 3.
It feels crazy to say, but these are the moments that make national champions. Late in sets, on your home floor and away. Can you fight off a set point? Can you win the race to 5? Can you close it out in the red zone? Long Beach State this season has had their struggles, even in conference play, doing just that. A chance now to come back and slam the door on UC San Diego in set 3.
With the 1991 national champions in the building, it's match point number 1, 26-25. Danielle Hershinovic serves into the net. A gasp let out by the Pyramid fans. We're tied again at 26.
You really couldn't write it, could you, Bruce? 26-all and Sebastiano Sani getting ready to serve. My goodness.
The Long Beach State transfer, Seba Sani back behind the line. 26-all. Sani flips it out in front of him. Serve across. Pass from Larson. Stepping in. Varga takes the second touch. Puts it up for Kondev. He pushes off a block. Gets denied. It's up there again. Pushed onto the Triton side. Bump set to the right side. Ewert pushes over with 2 hands. Dug out by Hershinovic. Set goes to Kondev. Over a triple block. Dug out by Sani into the crowd. They're scrambling and can't keep it in. It's a kill for Alex Kondev, and the fans will rise again. Match point number 2 at 27-26.
Wow, what a rally. And what persistence from Alex Kondev to stay home in the front row, make his approach right on the money, and go over a triple block to set up another set point for Long Beach State.
It's another timeout called by the Tritons. Oh no, it's actually a challenge issued.
They're looking for a net touch here somewhere in that rally. And if you're Brandon Rothschild, the question is why not? He lost 2 challenges in set 1. Didn't use any in set 2, and now if this call goes the other way, it would be UC San Diego taking the advantage at 27-26. If he's unsuccessful, he's out of challenges for the night.
Big time review. Scoreboard currently shows 27-26. Long Beach State was a longer rally, one of the longest we've seen tonight. And there was one point where Skylar Varga had to set out a system from the back row, push it up towards Kondev, and he had to use 2 hands up right near the net. Have to think that's probably the sequence that UC San Diego wants to look at. After Kondev went up with 2 hands, he got blocked. It stayed up on the Long Beach side, and then Jackson Christ pushed it over. So there were 2 jousts up at the net that UC San Diego could be looking for a touch.
Just close plays, and it all started with a pass from Kellen Larson that forced the Beach into the back row. Good scrambles at the net to keep it alive. Good awareness from Jackson Christ to stay on his man, and here's the call.
Call is still going to Long Beach State. So the fans stay on their feet. It's match point number 2 with Alex Kondev back behind the line. 4 aces tonight for the Bulgarian sophomore, and he's trying to put an end to a sweep in the Pyramid. Kondev gives a high toss, hits it off the tape. It's kept up and past Varga with the pass to Doty. Right back to Varga. He got denied.
Whoa, what a block.
Selcho did get it. It was a low hit from Varga. Might have just been able to cross the tape if nobody was there, but Selcho got his hands in the way.
Peter Selcho has done nothing tonight. By his own standards, no kills on 2 swings, hitting in the negatives, but that's the biggest play of the game.
Selcho serves now, pass from Kondev. Doty goes quick to Christ, and he short arms it into the net. UC San Diego now with set point number 2.
Jackson Christ just missed, short-armed it into the net. And UC San Diego has snatched the momentum right back.
And now Nick McRae was checking on his timeout status. Selcho serves again. Pass from Larson. Doty goes over to Varga. Elevate and celebrate. Skylar Varga with the kill, and we're tied at 28.
A little extra mustard that time from Skylar Varga. Island Doty knew off of serve receive where he was going, made the sign to Skylar Varga, and put it up in a position for the Canadian to make a play.
Jackson Christ to serve now. 28-all in set 3. Christ with the tongue out. Puts it over. Powell pass. D-set goes over to the right side. A dig from Kondev all the way over the net. Passed by Sani. Ewert gets another chance. He takes a little off and finds the floor. Josh Ewert has gone deep in the bag of tricks during this third set. and he gives UC San Diego set point number 3.
How about the set from John Lewis on his horse, a fadeaway D-ball over to Ewert, and it's even better from the outside. Over the double block and down, advantage Tritons again.
Now Ewert with a chance to end this marathon set. He serves over, pass from Varga. Doty back to Varga, elevates and puts it down again. Skylar Varga with his power angle shot ties it up at 29.
Skylar Varga made sure he did it all on that rally. Stepped in to take the first pass off of serve receive, and then got the set from Island Doty. 29 assists tonight for the senior setter in the middle, and it's 29 all.
Now Doty gets the serve, hits it across, tips the tape. Powell overpass onto the beach side. Hrstanovic up to Doty, set to Varga again, tips it over and down. Skylar Varga shows he can do it too and gives a waggle of the finger to the crowd. It's match point number 3, 30-29 Long Beach State.
It's a Skylar Varga takeover in the pyramid. He's doing it all to keep Long Beach State in this third set. And it's set point once again for the defending national champions.
15 kills for Varga. Match point number 3. Doty hits it over and out of bounds. Second match point that has been squandered on a service error here for the Beach. It's 30 all.
We're well into marathon territory now.
Aiden Powell back to serve for UC San Diego. Some instruction from Nick McRae towards his 6.
4 pattern across the back row for the Beach.
Powell hits it across, pass from Kondev, good one up to Doty. D-set goes to Varga again, off a tip, it's dug out overhead by Ewert. Set quick to the middle, and there's a kill for Leo Wiemelt. The middle blocker for UC San Diego gives them another set point.
Wiemelt tying his season high with 4 kills.
It'll be Powell serving again. Set point number 4 for UC San Diego at 31-30. Just trying to extend this match to a 4th set are the Tritons. Aiden Powell, former Long Beach State redshirt, serves into the net. We're tied again with Skylar Varga going behind the line.
We've completed a full rotation here in extra volleyball. And Skylar Varga with a second chance now to end it.
31 all. Here goes Skylar Varga. Hits across. Pass from Powell. D-set over again, and off a touch, it's out of bounds and down. Josh Ewert has continued to take over this third set. It's 32-31 and set point number 5 for the Tritons.
Josh Ewert, atomic. 16 kills now. Hitting still well above 550. What a night.
Wiemelt serves, pass from Larson as he goes down. Doty, D-set, Hrstanovic off a touch, dug out by Ewert. D-set again, they go into Ewert, he pushes across, pass from Doty up above the net, Varga tips it, but then the whistle blows, and they're calling a net against Skylar Varga as he walks over and says he didn't touch it. Looks like there could be a challenge coming out here. Hrstanovic has his hand cupped, Varga emphatically saying he didn't touch it. Long Beach State is issuing the challenge. So UC San Diego has to stand and wait to find out if they're getting to play a 4th set.
Contention part here on the rally is the pass that went up to the net. Skylar Varga did not have time to get up off the Terraflex, so he's almost crashing into the net trying to poke it over. He is successful in getting it over the net. The question is, before the ball is contacted by the Tritons, does he fall into the net or break the plane underneath that dividing white line that separates both teams on the floor? Varga emphatic that he not only didn't touch the net, but didn't cross over that partition. And Nick McRae obliging 1 for 2 on challenges tonight. This is the biggest of them all by far. As the score stands right now, set 3 is over. UC San Diego 33, Long Beach State 31.
The Beach hoping for a successful challenge. Nick McRae saying over towards the review, the call was a net, so it can be a replay. That's what Long Beach is hoping for.
Calls in.
And it's staying with the Tritons. They're saying that Skylar Varga did catch the net. We're going to a 4th set, 33-31. The Tritons outlast the Beach in set 3. Still advantage Long Beach State at 2-1, but the Tritons are still swinging.
Third longest set Long Beach State has played this season, and they lose it. somehow, some way, UC San Diego stay alive, and a huge momentum swing heading into an unexpected fourth set.
I would say that way has a lot to do with Josh Ewert. What a third set that was, especially down the set. Down the stretch. There was absolutely no secret that the Tritons were going to one guy, and it was Josh Ewert on those D sets almost every single time, and it just continued to work.
And same thing with Skylar Varga, putting himself in a position time and time again to be the guy for Long Beach State. And I hope, Bruce, you didn't have plans tonight or anything, because we got to play at least 25 more points.
33-31, UC San Diego wins a marathon set 3, and we're going to 4. Stay with us on 22 West Radio. Opening up set 4, Long Beach State is making a change with their middle blockers. Braden Marquardt is into the game for the first time tonight in the front row.
Replacing Ben Braun, who has struggled tonight. Just 3 kills and 2 errors on 7 swings, one of the lowest hitting clips of his entire season. Does have 6 blocks, though, to lead the beach, and Braden Marquardt is an undersized middle who can still get the job done at 6'5".
UC San Diego still behind 2-1 to Long Beach State, but that third set was a marathon and potentially a momentum swinger. Long Beach will try and get back in front, but the Tritons playing with smiles on their faces after outlasting the Beach 33-31 in the third set. Long Beach serves first to open up set 4. Island Doty behind the line, flips out in front, hits it across. Pass from Powell, set right up at the net, goes over to the right side, but the attack from Ewert flies out of bounds without a touch. Long Beach wins the first point.
So we talked about coming into tonight how good Brad Rothschilder's team are at the halftime response between games. It's rare that you have a second night match go like this. A team that loses on night 1, lose the first 2 sets, and then take a third. All credit to the Tritons head coach for preparing his team and making the adjustments necessary to keep them in this game.
Island Doty serves again, pass from Powell, lures underneath. D-set going for Ewert again, gets blocked, and it's in! Brayton Marquardt making an immediate impact. It's Marquardt and Varga up above the net for the roof.
Marquardt making sure justice is served on Josh Ewert, who has been almost unstoppable over the last set and a half. 16 kills for Ewert, but he's not going to get 17 if Brayden Marquardt has something to say about it.
Unstoppable until you enter the judge, Brayden Marquardt. Island Doty serves into the net. 2-1, Long Beach State.
And it has been the changes for Brad Rothschilder that have allowed his team to be so successful. Among them, Powell coming in for Provetnikov and Wiemelt coming in for Garrison at the middle blocker position.
Serve across from Wiemelt. Set to the middle, and Marquardt has his first kill of the night.
If it pleases the court.
Braden looking good in his first action of the night. Got some playing time yesterday at La Jolla, but was not on the floor at all through the first 3 sets. Serve across and out of bounds now from Varga. 3-2 Beach, and the serve goes back to the Tritons.
These errors are going to be all the more important as we move through the night. 4th service error of the night for Skylar Varga.
John Lewis serving for UC San Diego. 1-point lead for the Beach. Lewis hits it over, and Alex Kondev can't handle it. Went right along the right side line, and it's an ace for John Lewis.
16th of the season for Lewis, and he had 5 against Princeton just a few weeks ago. Certainly capable of dialing up a few fastballs. And he's fired up.
Triton bench is into it as well. Lewis readies himself. 3-3 in set 4. Here goes the Triton setter. Kondev controls this one. Set to Marquardt, and it's in bounds. Right onto the back line. Braden Marquardt is 2 for 2 to start his night.
Braden Marquardt in the middle, still hitting over .550 on the season. Had 8 kills across 2 games against Hawaii. He's got all kinds of power at the middle blocker position. Also has a pretty fearsome serve. Even on that swing where he doesn't catch it cleanly, it's almost unstoppable if you're in the back row.
He's been out there between every set, keeping himself ready. Now on the floor, Marquardt goes to serve and hits it into the net. His first mistake so far in this set.
And this pyramid has been quieted after that 3rd set marathon that UC San Diego took 33-31. Energy a little bit different around the building now.
Sebastiano Sani with 13 kills tonight. Here's his serve, passed high in the air by Varga. Bump set from Doty going for Kondev, but nowhere near the net. He has to free ball it over. Pass goes to a D set over to the right side, but Ewert gets dug out. Kondev, left side, roll shot off the block, goes down into the floor. Alex Kondev with a good job to recognize the triple block. Wasn't going to hit it through it. Instead, just catches a piece of the blockers to get the kill.
That's Kondev slowly finding his footing in this game. That's his 5th kill on 19 swings.
Daniil Hrstanovic serving next for the Beach. 5-4, and he airmails this one far beyond the back line. The angle off the swing from Daniil Hrstanovic was immediately up. That one wasn't going to have a chance to stay in.
About 45 degrees on the arm swing from Hrstanovic. He usually swings at about 30. And that one caught by the back row of the Terraflex.
Peter Selcho serve and a miscommunication from the Beach. Alex Kondev and Skylar Varga both took about a half step towards the ball, then both retreated, and it lands right in between them.
Peter Selcho coming off 4 straight games hitting over 400. He doesn't have a kill tonight in the middle. His contributions have come in service and in the block.
Varga passes this one, set to the left side. Kondev goes off the blockers again, and Long Beach has tied it up at 6.
And it was Neil Hrstanovic who started us off tonight in the pyramid with some highlight plays, then Skylar Varga followed him. Now it looks like it's Alex Kondev's turn to take over a set here in set 4.
Kondev with a high toss, roll serve, diving power, keeps it up, and then a bump set goes over to the right side. Ewert delivers again and gives a full fist pump as he walks over to the UC San Diego huddle.
And the replacement of Leo Provetnikov in favor of Aiden Powell is as much of an offensive change as it is a serve-receive change. Powell has been outstanding everywhere along the back row, limiting that Long Beach State service pressure.
Provetnikov has a hoodie on over on the bench. Ewert serve, popped up by Larson. Doty D-set goes for Hrstanovic. They're going to call a violation against Long Beach State. Back row attack for Hrstanovic, and his feet were on the 10-foot line.
That's the biggest celebration you might ever hear for a back row attacking violation from the UC San Diego bench. They're up by 2 now in set 4.
Josh Ewert to serve. Hits it off the tape. Varga pass, set back to him on the left side, and he tips it over and down. Skylar Varga has gone to just about every move in the book, and he delivers again to trim the lead to 1.
Big time swing from Skylar Varga. He can just be so tricky above the net. coming off that experience this summer playing for Canada in the Volleyball Nations League.
He has plenty of ways to get it done. Jackson Chris serves now, pass from Boyle. Moving set over to the right side again. Ewert with another kill. And that was another tough angle as he was contorting his body and still went sharp on the cross-court attack. He can find a solid hit from just about any angle.
Make that a new season high, 18 kills for Josh Ewert.
He's hitting well north of 400 as well. Aiden Powell to serve next for UC San Diego. Powell hits it over. It's controlled by Varga. Doty right back to Skyler. Gets blocked, but kept up by Larson. Recycle. Goes to Braden Marcourt. And Braden Marcourt brings the hammer down. Pyramid erupts on another kill from the sophomore middle blocker.
Braden Marcourt says, let's get to the next point already. What's all this celebrating for? And that is an all-star swing from Braden Marcourt.
9-8 UC San Diego. Island Doty trying to tie it up. Serves to Boyle. Pass goes up left side. Sani swinging off the block and down. It's been a minute since Sebastiano Sani got a swing away, but he converts a kill.
Yeah, and it hasn't been too often this season where Sebastiano Sani is playing second fiddle to one of his teammates. It's exactly what's been happening with him and Josh Ewert. Sebastiano Sani tonight, no slouch as well. 14 kills on 29 swings.
10-8 Tritons, and the serve is into the net from Leo Wiemel. Long Beach trailing by 1, but you can tell this Triton team has been revitalized, playing a lot closer to the energy they had yesterday. They're ahead right now in set 4, trying to force a 5th. Skylar Varga serves, pass from Boyle, set to the middle, and there's a kill for Peter Selcho. Finally his first of the night.
At long last, Peter Selcho gets involved.
Only 3 swings for him, and Selcho is on the score sheet.
Coming in a season where Selcho is hitting a career high 449 to this point. Now gets back to dead even on the night with his first kill.
John Luers serving. Hits it over, passed by Kondeva, would have been close to being out. Hershinovic right side attack off a block that's dug out by Powell. Set over to Sani, he steps in, gets tipped, and Varga digs it out. Kondev left side, swings cross court, another good dig from Powell. Set goes back to Sani, triple block there, but he hits it over him. The block might have just been a shade late, and Sebastiano Sani hits line. The Triton lead is up to 3.
And the 2 former Long Beach State boys making that point possible for UC San Diego. 2 incredible plays in the back row by Aiden Powell, and then the finisher from Sebastiano Sani.
Luers serving again. Triton's ahead by 3. Takes a second to compose himself, now hits across. Pass from Kondev, Doty right there, back to Kondev, left side, attack is down. Alex Kondev goes cross court and gets the beach within 2.
Good work there from Alex Kondev. And this 4th set has a very familiar feeling to that 3rd, where we just go back and forth, nobody really makes a run. Save for a point or 2. UC San Diego up by 2 right now, and they'd be happy to just keep this crowd at about a 4 or 5 on the energy scale.
Braden Marcourt serving now. GCU transfer, hits it over. Powell received. Pass to the middle, and Selcho has another kill. 13-10 UC San Diego, and you have to wonder, as long as the Tritons hold a lead in this 4th set, if it starts to creep into the back of the heads of Long Beach State. They were here in this building against UCLA earlier this season, won the first 2 sets, and then got reverse swept. Sebastiano Sani serves over, pass from Larson beyond the back line. Varga all the way over, keeps it in play. It's a free ball from Kondev, hit it as high as he could. Reception by Boyle up to the net. D-set over to the right side, but the attack is out of bounds. Josh Ewert couldn't handle it, and the Tritons, with Sebastiano Sani walking with his jersey over his face, doesn't join his team in the huddle as he's frustrated.
He's praying to the point of the pyramid right now, too. Ewert all alone on the pins. There were no blockers there for the beach, and he just missed his 6th attacking error of the night.
It was a free ball. They couldn't take advantage of. Boyle receives the serve over the right side. Ewert gets blocked down. Alex Kondev with a block moving across the net to the pin, puts it right back down into the floor.
And Josh Ewert now has been set 31 times. The outside pairing on that play is Powell and Ewert. At some point, Lewis has to think about turning to the transfer from Golden West.
Pass from Powell right up to the net, and Jackson Chris puts it right back down. An overpass from Powell, one of his only mistakes in serve received tonight, and Jackson Chris takes advantage.
Powell has been so solid right now, lined up in the left back of serve receive. You said it best, Bruce. That's his first reception error of the night.
3-0 scoring run for the Beach as they've tied it up at 13. Danielle Hershinovic tries to keep the run alive. Control by Sani. Quick to the middle, and Selcho has his third kill of the set.
If you're looking to break a run, turn to the middle. Peter Selcho is there, the Fountain Valley, California native. Last night, 7 kills on 11 swings. He hit 636, a far cry in the pyramid tonight from last night's performance. But he's starting to get more and more involved in this fourth set.
Peter Selcho serving. Had an ace earlier in this set as well, and the Beach are going to make a couple of subs. Ryan Peluso coming on to set, and Connor Bloom subbing in as the opposite.
This is a rare look for Long Beach State because San Diego is the team serving, so Ryan Peluso immediately into serve receive, and Connor Bloom will play on the left side as an opposite.
Selcho serves into the net. This is the offense Long Beach wants to run, so their 6 will stay out there. Alex Kondev back beyond to serve.
We talk about flexing your depth for Long Beach State. This is it right here. Ryan Peluso, a chance to run the offense, only picking up his first assist of the season earlier on tonight. Island Doty right now on the bench looking on.
Kondev roll serve, pass from the back row. Set to the big, goes for a kill. Sebastiano Sani emerges from the back row and puts it down. We hit the media timeout in set 4, 15-14, the Tritons lead.
Sebastiano Sani with a little bit of on your left action coming from the back row. And it's starting to get scary for Long Beach State here in set 4.
1 point lead for UC San Diego into the media timeout. Tritons trying to force a 5th set on 22 West Radio. One point lead for UC San Diego in set 4. This is Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live on 88.1 FM, KKJZ, HD3 Long Beach. The serve for UC San Diego out of the timeout was into the net, so we're all tied at 15 apiece.
And here's the look right now for Long Beach State. 2 middles, 1 left side and right side hitter in Connor Bloom alongside Skylar Varga, Alex Kondev, and Ryan Peluso. Braden Marquardt and Jackson Chris, the middle pairing right now. A heavily rotated lineup here in set 4 for Nick McRae.
Chris serves, pass from Powell, set to the middle, but it's blocked, kept up by Boyle. Now they go to the big. Sani tips it. Did it get across? It did not. It's a roof for Braden Marquardt. Really close there as Sani tried to push it, but Marquardt just kept his hands above the net and sealed it off enough.
Not only a close play on what side it landed on, but a close play from Braden Marquardt. He caught that ball as he was falling down, did really well not to catch the top of the tape there. And Brad Rostrader still out of challenges, cannot take a second look at that one.
1 point lead for the Beach. Pass from Boyle Set to the Bick again. Sonny full swing, gets blocked. Boyle keeps it alive. Bump set over to Powell. Triple block there, and they deny it. I think they're going to actually call a fourth touch as Powell just hit it into the net, but the triple block was there to provide pressure, and now the Tritons will call timeout.
Wasn't too long ago we were talking about a mini run from Long Beach State, 2-3 points in a row to swing the momentum. That's exactly what they did out of the media timeout. 3 straight points. They turn it from 15-14 to 17-15. And Aiden Powell, as good as he has been tonight, that's his first attacking error. During the break, you and I, Bruce, talking about how well Powell has done as a passer. Him and Provetnikov offer 2 very different things in this UC San Diego offense. Provetnikov, the Long Beach-born Wilson High School graduate, is all power all the time, explosive, maybe a little bit weaker as a passer. Power, the undersized outside hitter, does not have the deepest offensive bag, but he can pass like no other. And right now it's Brad Rostrader trusting the former Long Beach State and Golden West College man to be on one of the pins, and Sebastiano Sani as well. Him and Josh Ewert providing the lion's share of the offense. We've said it all night long. Somebody else from UC San Diego needs to start stepping up if they want to now come back in set 4.
That sub of Powell coming in really was the turning point for the Tritons to be back in this game competitively, and they couldn't make that move without Josh Ewert and Sebastiano Sani playing as well as they have, even with them as really the only 2 options on the attack. The number 3 man, Leo Wiemelt, only with 4 kills for UC San Diego. Ewert with 18, Sani with 16, and even with Long Beach knowing that's where the sets are going, they haven't been able to stop it at a consistent level.
UC San Diego doesn't have one of the deepest middle groups in the conference, but Wiemelt has also done his job tonight. Let's give him some credit. Season high tying 4 kills on 6 swings, replacing Jim Garrison, who has been a long-time Triton. Not easy to step into his shoes tonight.
Jackson Christ serves out of bounds. Gets the Tritons back within a point and breaks the scoring run for the Beach.
And Jim Garrison is a 4-year starter on this team, graduate of Mira Costa High School, now looking on from the bench as more changes are coming from Brad Rostrader here in set 4.
Cameron Whirl back in as the setter. Lures heads off. And Aiden Powell goes to serve. Tritons trailing by 1. Powell hits it over. Varga pass. Peluso underneath. D-set goes to Bloom. A little offline. He has to just tip it over the net. Now, whistle blows. And they're going to call a violation against UC San Diego.
Skylar Varga mid-rally stuck his hands underneath the tape and said, "You have to call it." They reached under. And he gets the friendly whistle.
So the play was blown dead, and the point goes to Long Beach State.
Daniil Hrstanovic also replacing Ryan Peluso now, so no setter on the floor for Long Beach State.
Back to the jumbo package. Connor Bloom serves. Pass from Powell underneath Whirl. Goes right to the middle, and Wiemelt delivers the kill. That'll bring Island Doty back onto the floor for Long Beach State as Bloom heads off.
So what that jumbo package does essentially is if they're unable to get those blocks and big plays, allow Island Doty to re-enter in the right back of serve receive. Once again, a 4-pattern across for Long Beach State, able to retake his place in the rotation essentially after a few changes.
Wiemelt serves, pass from Kondev. Doty waits for it to fall, goes quick to Marquardt in the middle, off a touch. It's barely up in the air, and Sebastiano Sani free balls it over. Received by Larson. Doty there, goes over to the left side. Hrstanovic tries to poke it across, but it's kept up by Whirl. Left side, Sani fade away, and it's down. Sebastiano Sani with a tough attack to even get it over the net. Just does get it there, and he's got a kill to tie things up.
And a no-look high five as he wheels away between him and head coach Brad Rostrader. We all know how much tonight means to Sebastiano Sani. And UC San Diego once again tie us here in set 4.
Leo Wiemelt serves for the Tritons. Pass from Larson. Doty D-set. Goes to Varga. Gets blocked, but it's out of bounds. Skylar Varga gets pointed at by Sebastiano Sani as if to say, "He got me this time." And the Beach are back ahead.
They've been going back and forth all night long. Points, laughs off of Sani's bad service error. Skylar Varga tried to rile up the crowd. It's unfriendly friendliness between the net tonight, between Skylar Varga and Seba Sani.
It's Varga serving now. Tips the tape, and Sani receives it. Set back to him on the left side. He tried to dunk it down. A pancake in the back row. Fade away from Kondev. He gets it over. Dig from Sani. Set quick to the middle, but it's a roof for the Beach. Brayton Marquardt and Alex Kondev again. Long Beach's block all the way up to 13 on the night.
and they're first to the red zone. Changed the setter's position on that last point. Cameron Worrell headed back to the bench. John Lewers returned. 2 really good sets, just a better block the second time around. Almost a sneaker block there from Marquardt and Condev. They were late, but they still got just enough for the roof.
Varga targets Sonny again. He receives. D-set over to the right side. Cross court from Ewert is out of bounds without a touch. UC San Diego frustrated. They think there was one. Selcho walking over towards his head coach. Timeout now going to be called by UC San Diego.
Once again, UC San Diego burned 2 challenges. 2 unsuccessful challenges in the first set. They lost another one in the third. There are no challenges right now for Brad Rostrader to turn to. And every time Daniel Willis up there on the chair shakes that shiny bald head no, UC San Diego knows that there's nothing for them to turn back to try and get an overturn. It's another brief run for Long Beach State. 3 straight points. They're ahead now 21-18. And UC San Diego are looking up at the red zone.
3-point lead for Long Beach State as they've won 3 points in a row. They're going to try and close it out as they've got the serve back. UC San Diego has done a nice job to even keep this match alive. The third set went to plenty of extra volleyball. Tritons eventually outlasted 33-31. They could have gone down easy and allowed this to be a sweep, but credit to the Tritons for the fight they've already shown, and they're going to try and break this timeout and make another comeback.
Absolutely. You cannot count out UC San Diego yet. For all the madness we saw last night in La Jolla, and for all the madness we saw in that third set, UC San Diego, as long as they stay calm and composed, have a shot tonight. They have a shot tonight to take a second set off of Long Beach State and force a fifth. It's only a 3-point gap, and UC San Diego all season talking about limiting errors in the red zone. Need to play nearly perfect volleyball to take down Long Beach State here, as Island Doty will continue to run the offense for Long Beach State at the setter's position, as will John Lewers out of the timeout for UC San Diego.
There's been subs made on both sides of the net at setter, but it's both the starters in there now. 3-0 scoring run for the Beach. Varga serves again. Pass by Boyle, set to the left side. Sani gets blocked, but it's out of bounds. Sebastiano Sani breaks the run and gets the Tritons within 2.
And how many times do you think that happened in the gold mine over Sebastiano Sani's 2 years at Long Beach State, right up against Daniil Hrstanovic, former teammates, going head-to-head all night long, and Sani wins another one. 18 kills now.
John Lewers serving for UC San Diego. Hits it over. Pass by Larson. Doty quick to Marquardt in the middle. Off a tip. It's dug out by Powell. Set over to the left side. Sani touches it. It's dug by Varga. Doty D-set. Hrstanovic off the block and out of bounds. Daniil Hrstanovic delivers again, and the Beach lead is extended back to 3.
And Braden Marquardt fired up as he heads back to the bench, replaced by Jackson Christ in the middle.
And Dane Hillis subs in to take the serve. 22-19 Long Beach State.
That's Hrstanovic going right back at Sani. Back-to-back points. Polar opposite results.
Hillis hits across, pass from Boyle. D-set over to Sani on the right side, and he found the line. It's a kill for Sebastiano Sani from the right side.
More than anything, Sani went off of high hands. A move that he worked tirelessly on in that Long Beach State practice gym. Paying dividends here in set 4.
Still a 2-point lead for the Beach, and it's Sani behind the line. If he could find a run, he'd use it here. 22-20 Long Beach State, and number 22 for UC San Diego. Serves across, pass from Skylar Varga. Doty underneath, goes over to the left side. Condev has to push it over and out of bounds.
Oh.
The set was too strong from Island Doty. Not a lot Condev could do with it. And now Long Beach State calls timeout.
You talk about the perfect volleyball that UC San Diego has to play. It's because Long Beach State has given them ways back into sets 3 and now 4 with errors like that from Alex Condev. Instead of trying to recycle it off the block, I know it's a really tough play. He goes for the kill with his offhand. It's not the easiest play to make for Alex Condev. He certainly can do it, but UC San Diego do just enough to get their hands out of the way and continue to play that flawless volleyball. We go from a 3-point lead for Long Beach State back to a 1-point set here in the red zone. Long Beach 3 points away from finally closing the door on tonight, and UC San Diego 4 points away from sending us to 5.
That finally feels like the way Long Beach State is playing, just trying to close this out and not with a ton of energy. They know that they should have this game, so they're going to try and finish it. But UC San Diego is playing with a revitalized energy that they got from that third set win. Took a lot to get there, 33-31, but they've kept that energy flowing. There's clapping and pointing in that UC San Diego huddle as they're not going down without pouring everything they have onto this Terraflex.
And a few Tritons up as well. Long Beach will no doubt have shelved their bets on the other results around the NCAA landscape tonight. Hawaii taking down Irvine in 3, UCLA taking down Pepperdine in 4. We talk about playing with the end in mind. We're at the end of the road now, Bruce. Long Beach State 3 points away. And Sebasani trying to change his own fate tonight in the pyramid.
22-21 Beach. Sani serves for an ace. 74 miles an hour from Sebastiano Sani. He puts it right off of Kellen Larson and into the crowd.
Are you kidding me? What a serve from Sebastiano Sani.
Absurd.
And the scoreboard operators need to adjust the score here. It's 22-20 on the main Jumbotron. It's 22-20 Long Beach on the digital board. Now it's all figured out as Sebastiano Sani has turned this fourth set on its head.
Number 22 got UC San Diego to 22, and that's where we're tied. Sani serves into the net. The Beach are back ahead by 1, 23-22.
Sani still with that right hand wrapped, broken in the preseason, claps his hands together a few times as now he's given Daniil Hrstanovic a chance to slam the door for Long Beach State.
1 point lead for the Beach. Daniil Hrstanovic with 11 kills tonight. Roll serve denied by the net. It's 23-all. We could be in store for another marathon.
More changes coming here for UC San Diego. With the serve, they take out Aiden Powell, who has been so good passing the ball. They bring in Luke Chandler, the opposite, known for his offensive prowess. An offense-defense look here from Brad Rostrader down the stretch in set 4.
Peter Selcho serves 23-all. Pass from Kondev. Set back to him on the left side. Off a block, it's out of bounds. Alex Kondev gives Long Beach State match point in set 4.
And Chandler will come off with a clap of his hands, bringing Aiden Powell back to the fray. Evan Boyle Villarreal will place Peter Selcho, and it's Alex Kondev with 4 aces tonight with a chance to close it out in 4.
The Bulgarian behind the line, 24-23, match point for Long Beach State. Alex Kondev trying to finish it, and he serves it into the net. Service error from Kondev, and we're getting more extra volleyball in set 4.
Good toss from Kondev. Just ran up on it a little quick. And the Pyramid faithful not sure whether to stand or sit as we're tied at 24.
Serve from Ewert. Fargo went to the ground on the pass. Set goes back to him. Tries to push it down. Gets blocked. Still up on the Long Beach side. D-set. Hrstanovic off the blockers and out. It was a tough angle attack, but Daniil Hrstanovic gets it to go. It's 25-24 and another match point for the Beach.
How do you like that set, Crody? It's Island Doty with a beautiful D-ball to Daniil Hrstanovic to set up another set point and a match point for the Beach.
Jackson Chris trying to finish it now. Match point at 25-24. The freshman serves over. Pass from Boyle. D-set over to the right side, and it's inbounds. Josh Ewert delivers again. Whenever the Tritons have needed a huge point, they've gone to Ewert or Sani. 19 kills apiece for those two attackers.
And Ewert off the block. Just beat him to the line again. He's having a night he'll never forget.
25-all. Aiden Powell serving next for the Tritons. Larson to the ground on a pass. Doty there. Goes to the left side. Varga gets roofed. A double block between Luers and Wemelt. UC San Diego with a huge stuff. And now Nick McRae will call timeout. The Tritons are 1 point away from forcing a 5th set.
And nobody in this building is more fired up than Josh Ewert. He wheels around to the bench, grabs a Gatorade bottle, and he's going to high-five every single man coming off the floor for the Tritons. The 6'2" setter with a huge rejection. And UC San Diego just bide their time against Long Beach State, waiting for that red zone to come around. Down 21-18, they turn the tide and now have set point in set 4, trying to force a 5th in the pyramid for the first time since 2012.
This UC San Diego team has an incredible gear of perseverance to dig into. It's 26-25, and they just have not gone down. They've fought off 2 more match points in this 4th set, and now they've got a set point of their own. 26-25, set point number 1 for the Tritons.
And for all the grit that Long Beach State men's volleyball is known for, UC San Diego has brought that same energy to their home floor and now to the Pyramid. Battle after battle after battle. Talk about grit. Brad Rostreder's on the Terraflex right now trying to clean up some moisture. He's got the towel in his own hand. Talk about a team that wants to win. The Tritons come out of the timeout with the Pyramid on pins and needles.
It's set point number 1 for UC San Diego, 26-25. The Tritons are trying to finish it off. Aiden Powell to serve for UC San Diego. He hits it across. Larson pass. Doty there at the net. Goes to Marquardt, and he delivers. Brayton Marquardt back on the floor, and what a fourth set it's been for the sophomore.
4 kills in the frame on 6 swings for Brayton Marquardt. And it was a 4 pattern across the back row for the Beach and serve receive. Good first contact by Kellen Larson. Gave Doty a chance to turn to the middle. Marquardt refuses to miss.
26-26. Island Doty serving next. He hits across. Pass from Powell right at the net. Set to the left side. Sani off the blockers. It's kept up by Kondev. Doty gets there. Goes to Varga. Left side. Triple block there. Denied. Kept up. Doty recycle. Goes to Hrstanovic. Cross court. What a dig from Powell. Sani keeps it up. Powell back row into the net. Long Beach State wins another long rally. And now the Pyramid faithful get up again. It's match point once again, 27-26, the third match point of set 4.
And Aiden Powell just too eager. Could have free-balled that one across and kept the rally alive. Instead, he swings and it's into the tape. Brett Rostreder is on the Terraflex again with a towel, wiping up some moisture. And Long Beach State with another chance to close it out in 4.
The third match point of the set, 27-26. Island Doty trying to finally close it out for the Beach. Doty hits over, pass from Boyle. D-set goes over to the right side, and again we're still alive. Josh Ewert up to 20. What an incredible performance.
69 miles an hour on the swing. You think he's feeling fine. Still hitting 353 on the night.
The match that will not end. Wiemelt serves now. Pass from the back row. Doty over to the left side. Hrstanovic off a tip. It's kept up by Ewert. Set to Sani. It's
out.
Out. We're waiting to see. No touch. And UC San Diego doesn't have a challenge. They can't believe it. They thought for sure there was a touch, but it goes out and the point goes to the Beach.
Assistant Jorge Collazo cannot believe it either. Oh my goodness, they're showing the replay. And Brad Rostreder saying, how can you not see there's a touch? It very clearly goes off the hand of Brayton Marquardt, and here we go, we play on.
Match point again. Errant pass from Powell. Set goes all the way over to the right side, and it's over. Long Beach State finally wins it. And there's words from Sebastiano Sani towards the official. 29-27 in set 4. An unbelievable match. UC San Diego wouldn't go down, but finally Long Beach State takes it in 4.
And on that final point, John Lewis slipped in the middle of the floor. Sani had to take second contact, and his cross-court set was just too short. He is not happy right now in the handshake line. And Long Beach State, by the skin of their teeth, outlast the Tritons in 4.
What a match in what through 2 sets was looking like it was going to be Long Beach dominance. UC San Diego kept it close all the way through set 3, went to extra points in sets 3 and 4, and the Tritons were a hair away from sending this to a 5th set.
The numbers don't lie though, Bruce, and in that 4th set, UC San Diego, 32 swings, 14 kills, 11 errors. You're not going to win a set with 11 errors. Long Beach State just play cleaner volleyball in set 4. 14 kills, 3 errors, 28 swings. They hit 393. I know with what we saw with our eyes told us that UC San Diego was in that set, but they were having to scrap and claw for every single point. Long Beach just able to make the plays, but that national championship armor continues to be dented and battered and bruised by every single opponent that Long Beach State will face this season. UC San Diego can walk out of this weekend with 2 losses But make no mistake, their heads held high.
29-27 in set 4. The Beach won set 1, 25-22, set 2, 25-15. Tritons took set 3, it's 33-31, and now the Beach close it out. UC San Diego with a valiant effort, but it still falls just short. Long Beach State able to improve to 4-2 in conference play. They've won 4 in a row. Tritons lose their 4th straight and fall to 2-5.
And what a show we were treated to across 2 nights by these 2 teams. Up next for UC San Diego, it doesn't get any easier. A back-to-back against Hawaii on their home floor, where they close it out against UC Santa Barbara 2 weeks from now for Long Beach State. It's a home-and-home against UC Santa Barbara, hosting the Gauchos here in the Pyramid on April 10th before traveling to the Thunderdome on the 11th. And then those Big West championships loom. A back-to-back against UC Irvine, and then Long Beach State hoping to hold on to a top seed when they return to the Bren Event Center April 23rd and 25th. Very likely not the last we'll see of these 2 teams and their fighting spirit this season in the Big West.
Long Beach State fights to a win. Skylar Varga with 17 kills. Daniil Hershinovich behind him with 12. Island Doty another 40-plus assist tonight, 42 in this one. And it took the full roster for Long Beach State, as with last night. Plenty of subs being made, but Long Beach able to persevere and get the win.
20 kills from Josh Ewert from UC San Diego, 19 from Sebastiano Sani. Nobody else with more than 5 for the Tritons. Those 2 are going to need a lot of hydration and a lot of ice after tonight. What a series. Long Beach State take both against UC San Diego.
And that'll do it for us here at the Pyramid. For JayDe Beaudry next to me, Alex Prado on the board, and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz, and this has been Long Beach Men's Volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. We'll be back on the air Monday night as the Dirtbags take on Cal Baptist, and our next Long Beach State Men's Volleyball broadcast will be next Friday against UC Santa Barbara. Thank you for tuning in, not only tonight, but across this weekend, Long Beach State versus UC San Diego.